Welcome to the MLB on FS1 pregame show, sponsored by Geico. Inside our studios here in Southern California with our ace pitcher, Dontrelle Willis, up Chris Myers. Thanks for being with us. Before we get out to the Nationals and the Diamondbacks, both teams with the same record, somewhat surprising. We'll talk about that. Let's check out some highlights. Rockies Mets, fourth inning. Juan Soto with his 9th home run of the year, and the Mets win easily 8-2.
Could be that swing that can really get him going. They're going to need him down the stretch.
They move into a tie. Top spot in the NL East with the Phils. Braves in the fourth inning at home with the Red Sox. Boy, what a bounce back off the injury. Ronald Acuna Jr. is here.
Mama, there go that man again. He's finally healthy. Shot in the arm for the Braves offense.
They win at 5-0. 3 homers in 8 games since the return from injury. On to the Phillies, as we mentioned. Well, they got blown out in a hurry. The Brewers here in the fourth inning. It's already 8-0. And Rhys Hoskins, who equaled a career high with 6 RBI and 2 homers against his former team, leads the way.
Yeah, they had a field day, especially against the Phillies.
Who miss Bryce Harper. Reds, Cubs, Suzuki here in the 8th. This is going to knock it a run to break up a scoreless tie, and the Cubs stay on top in the Central.
Yeah, that's a tough play, especially against that brick wall, and the Cubs take advantage.
2-0 final. Just 1 hit for Cincinnati. Fourth inning, Cardinals, Rangers. Wilson Contreras in a 1-0 game with a bounce, and a run scores, and the Cardinals over Texas 2-0. Giants, Marlins, your old team, young only, and Dane Myers with a nice catch worth another look.
I love that. Gave his body up, crashed into the wall, timed that jump perfectly.
And a 1-0 win. That was the difference, that kind of defense for the Fish. 8th inning. Vinny Pasquantino goes the other way. The Royals win. Skubal pitched really well, 7 innings, but not involved in the decision. As the Tigers, most wins in all of baseball on the short end. Angels, Guardians, 7th inning. Game tied at 5-2 on for Gabriel Arias. And he hits this for a gap double. Cleveland rallied. Guardians go on to take it by the score of 7-5. Junior Caminero, Rays and Astros. What a game, already 11-3 for Tampa Bay. A 3-run homer the other way, his 2nd of the day. He went 4 for 5, drove in 5, and the Rays win 16-3. All right, before we take you out to that game, surprising, Dontrelle, when you look at these two teams, what the expectations were, and we're into the 2nd, 3rd of the season. Diamondbacks, the pitching, starting pitching, and I guess especially the bullpen, they just haven't gotten the job done.
Yeah, some key pieces down there, especially for the Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen. Thompson and Martinez have struggled mightily, and they're high leverage guys. But also in the rotation, you look at Zach Gallen right now, 66 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 32 walks. He's also not himself. And so this was supposed to be the year for the Diamondbacks to take the next step. And if you look at the Washington Nationals, James Wood is a problem. He leads them in average, home run, RBI, and slug. And he's only 22 years old, so the star, he's going to be able to build up and be that power guy in the middle of that lineup. He's an absolute superstar, so he's truly fun to watch.
Yeah, the returns from that Soto trade, right? C.J. Abrams, we know about, and they got the ace, Mackenzie Gore, but Wood, he's interesting. He's 6'7", but he's about 50 pounds lighter than Aaron Judge, who's the same size.
Well, you know, when I look at his body type, he looks like a Richie Sexton, someone that long arms, has a lot of leverage, a lot of power, line-to-line light tower power. So he's going to be fun to watch. Also, his plate coverage is getting absolute better, pitch recognition as well. So he's going to be a weapon for a very, very long time. I love all the pieces that the Washington Nationals have right now.
Yeah, they've laid the groundwork. So Soroka scheduled against Brandon Pfaadt has had a good start to things with a 7-3 record, and glad that you're with us. That game coming your way live. The Diamondbacks playing host. First pitch just around the corner to those upstart Nationals. Major League Baseball on FS1. You stay with us, and I hope you do.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on your Brelvy.
The cockroach, resilient creatures, true miracles of evolution. Where there is one,
others aren't far behind. Always scavenging for food, the cockroach will...
Well, that's horrifying.
Near its favorite...
Ortho Home Defense Max Indoor Insect Barrier. One application kills and prevents bugs for 365 days.
Not in my house, you don't.
Nature's wild. Your home doesn't have to be.
The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in a half-empty pantry. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself circling a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
You can really taste the hickory on this Arby's 6-hour smoked pulled pork.
You know, I always thought your best quality was your flavor palette.
Well, you know, people think I'm funny, too.
Nah, it's your palate. What?
Arby's, we have the meats.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card.
It's a serious business card with unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. So they reinvested their cash back to help build their retail store. What's in your wallet?
The Disney Resorts Collection is the most magical place to stay at the most magical place on Earth. And with extra time at any of the 4 theme parks, why would you stay anywhere else? Start saving today.
You love our legendary subs, so you'll love our legendary new Doritos Footlong Nachos. Doritos and Subway, 2 legends come together to...
Legends eating legends. Am I right?
Yes, thank you, Marshawn. Doritos Footlong Nachos. Just $5, only at Subway.
Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price.
You want the lowest price. Did you say lowest or Lowe's price? It's basically the same thing.
If you find a lower price on the same item, we'll match it. Get the Lowe's price with our lowest price guarantee. Lowe's, we help, you save.
Saturday night in the desert in Phoenix, Arizona, with the Washington Nationals playing some great baseball right now, in for the middle game of a 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are definitely one of the most talented teams in the National League, but trying to play like it again. As we welcome you in, Con Runyon, Eric Karros, and Corbin Carroll. Eric is a guy that can get the Diamondbacks back to where they were in April.
Yeah, we have an opportunity to see 2 young, exciting players tonight. On the Arizona side, it's Corbin Carroll. A combination of both power and speed. He leads off the game. He's a threat right away. 16 home runs already in this young part of the season. 10 stolen bases. He's cooled a little in this last month of May, but when he gets going, so do the Diamondbacks.
Well, Corbin Carroll first in the majors in triples. He is tied with James Wood in home runs with 16 on the year for 5th in the big leagues. And James Wood is on the other side tonight, a dangerous man for the Nats.
I tell you what, he is really making a name for himself. He came over in the Juan Soto trade, and he has really emerged this year. Not only a power guy, but somebody that can just flat out hit, uses the opposite field, will go the other way, does whatever the game will dictate, can run as well. Just a super athlete and somebody that the Nationals can be very excited about.
No doubt about it, and he leads a hot lineup over the last 12 games. This Nationals offense is scoring the 2nd most runs in baseball, just behind the Chicago Cubs in the last 12 games. C.J. Abrams at the top, also dangerous. Nathaniel Lowe out of the 3-hole with Luis Garcia, Josh Bell, and Robert Hassel, one of the young guns to follow. Keibert Ruiz and Jose Tena with Dalen Lyle, fellow rookie with Hassel, down there in the 9 spot. And the reliable Brandon Pfaadt, when they've needed deep starts, a lot of times Pfaadt has helped protect that bullpen for the D-backs.
Yeah, you take a look at the win-loss record, and you get real excited about it. He's a contact guy. This is what he's going to feature. That 4-seamer and sweeper, the sinker, changeup, curveball. You can't sit on any one pitch. And on the flip side, he doesn't have a real dominant go-to pitch. A guy that pitches to contact has to keep the ball in the park.
And with that in mind, he has some speed to run it down in the outfield. Randall Grichuk, even with the righty on the mound, gets his start tonight for the D-backs in left. Alec Thomas and Corbin Carroll in center and right. Eugenio Suarez, Geraldo Perdomo, Ketel Marte, Pavin Smith in for Josh Naylor. And Gabby Moreno catches for Fott tonight. C.J. Abrams in there and swinging at the first pitch. He skies it foul. So off we go in game 2 of this 3-gamer that Washington won last night 9-7. Fott's 0-1 is in there for strike 2. Interesting to watch the swing decisions tonight for Washington. Torey Lovello, manager for the Diamondbacks, when we talked to him this afternoon, said that they can be a little bit swing happy. And he tried to get him to chase on the sweeper, and it comes in on Abrams.
Yeah, I clipped him right in the foot there. Not something you want to do. 0-2 right there, and this pitch just gets away.
So Fott worked ahead 0-2, hits Abrams, and that brings James Wood to the plate, who you're just talking about, EK. National fans are so excited about the first year plus they've gotten out of James Wood. He takes a first pitch strike.
Yeah, one of the things you look at him and you just initially think, well, this guy is pull happy. He's just going to try and hit the ball as far as he can. But more and more you watch him, he is as good a hitter as there is. Uses the entire field, will go the other way. In fact, he's got 25 career home runs. 13 of those have gone to the opposite field. And you see he hits the ball real hard.
Well, that's the question tonight. Can he get the ball in the air against Fott, who wants nothing more than to avoid fly balls? And he goes upstairs with a fastball for strike 2. With all that hard contact for Wood, a lot of it has come on the ground. But when he does hit it in the air, it usually leaves the yard. Back-to-back batters that Fott has worked ahead of. He hit Abrams, now the 0-2 to Wood. And he lays off the breaking ball. Wood is hitting the ball on the ground over half the time. But because he hits the ball so hard, he's hitting over 350 when he puts the ball in play. Best on the Nats. Abrams a threat to steal over there. They check on him. Another 2-strike deal from Brandon Fott. With the runner off, Wood lashes it to right. That falls in front of Carroll for a base hit. Abrams stops at second, and Wood has back-to-back base runners on for the Nats to start the night.
Nice job by Wood. He kind of shortens up a little bit. Here you take a look at this arsenal. See a little bit of everything right there. Again, you can't really sit on any one pitch. Curveball's been getting beat up a little bit. 333 clip.
Well, that's been the biggest boom or bust pitch. Really both of the breaking balls for Brandon Fott. Nathaniel Lowe stands in out of the 3-hole. And starts him with the change for ball 1. Well, a rematch for Nathaniel Lowe against a guy that he hit really well back in April. And the 3 at-bats against Fott on April 4th, hit all 3 balls hard. So where does Fott go against Lowe? Breaking balls have been a problem for Fott all year. And he saw Lowe hit a breaking ball out of the ballpark against him last time he saw him. 6th inning game-tying home run on the curve. Works a hitter's count in the first rematch of the night. And a slicer to left, tailing away from Grichuk, and it skids all the way past him to the wall. Abrams, after he was hit to lead off, heads to the plate, and an RBI double for Lowe, who continues to own his at-bats against Fott. He makes it 1-0 Nats in the first.
Yeah, Lowe has been driving in runs. Last night he had a big 2 RBI single going to right field. This one slices it to left. Okay, when he gets runners in scoring position, he's not up there trying to get greedy. He's just trying to make contact, hard contact, driving the runs.
It kind of feels like we're headed to similar spot as last night's game that started. Garcia on this pitch in front of Carroll. He slides, can't get that. That is all the way to the fence. Wood scores low right behind him, and it's an RBI double for Luis Garcia. And just like that, 4 batters in, it's 3-0 Nationals.
Garcia, another one that's been swinging the bat well as of late. 2 base hits last night. This one, Carroll commits, and then he's in a lot of trouble. This is the way things have gone for the Diamondbacks. You start off the game, you're 0-2 against Abrams, and then you clip him with a ball right in the ankle. Then Wood has 2 strikes against him, base hit. It just continuing to snowball, and Torrey just trying to make it stop.
And for the Nationals, Davey Martinez has had that look a lot the last couple of weeks. Comfort with a lead early. Torrey Lovello admitted to us today, you know, sleep's not coming easy when you've lost 8 out of the last 9. The first 4 reach. Now here's Josh Bell, who has also started to turn his season around. Home run in last night's game. And he goes first pitch swinging on the changeup.
Yeah, he's been on a home run tear his last 3 ball games, putting the baseball in the seats.
Now homered in his former ballpark, even if it was for a short time last year. And he came over to the D-backs from the Marlins at the trade deadline last year. And I don't think a night that he'll forget his first ever game as a D-back. He homered twice after that trade, then did it against his former team last night. Another runner out there for him, the 1-1. Sails outside. Well, that first game for Bell, he took the first pitch that he saw, homered as a D-back, and then later in the night, from the opposite side of the plate, from the right side of the plate, game-tying home run against Aroldis Chapman. And he chases both pitches. He swung out of the zone to even up the count. Now, this is the last 5-game turnaround for Josh Bell. Finally got back up and over the Mendoza line. And tried to get him to expand on the fastball. He stays in there.
And Bell does a nice job of not trying to pull that pitch. Fought going off the plate. Bell trying to mimic what Nathaniel Lowe did, just shoot it to left.
Hit batters, single, back-to-back RBI doubles from Lowe and Garcia. And a 3 spot for the Nats.
Hit him.
And that comes to the foot of Bell. That got him just like Abrams. And the second hit batter this inning puts him at first and second as Garcia will retreat. Still nobody out in the inning.
Much like the same pitch he threw to Abrams. Just kind of yanked that thing, overcooked it. Hit Bell right in the foot. You mentioned it. Nobody out yet. It couldn't have started any worse for the Diamondbacks. And you do not. That pen is taxed, and it has not been good.
EK, the last 2 starts for Fod, he's gone 6 innings and 5 2/3. So he sails ball 1 to Hassel. Robert Hassel out of the 6 hole tonight for the Nationals. Each of those past 2 starts where he's gone deep, 3 earned runs in each, and 3 up on the board with nobody out in this start. And grabs the edge with the change. 1-1. Well, it's not one area of the pitching staff for the Diamondbacks that you can point to and say that's the thing we got to fix. Starting pitching, very talented. Of course, they have Corbin Burns, Zach Gallen. Eduardo Rodriguez is working back from injury right now. DK, that's kind of why it feels so important for Fott to get deep in starts, is the bullpen has been real vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable with injuries, vulnerable with not being able to compete and produce. I mean, Torrey just doesn't really have anybody to call down there. You got Miller that's done well. Martinez is back.
Joe Manaply was just DFA'd, a guy that he relied on for lefty matchups. Hassel strokes it to center. Thomas breaks in. That's in front of him. Everybody held up to make sure it landed. And Hassel is the 6th straight batter to reach to load him up with still nobody out.
I mean, again, it is just, it's snowballing. Tough defensive play. You know, Carroll letting that ball get to the wall. Not being able to put guys away with 2 strikes. 2 hit by pitches.
And Ruiz checks in for the first time. A guy that Arizona felt really good about matching up with tonight because he is aggressive, will sometimes expand the zone. But Fott finds himself behind 1-0. Two balls, no strikes for Fott, who is working a full lather already with no outs to show for it. This will be his 25th pitch of this inning. And a green light on the 2-0 curve is pulled foul.
I mean, with all the traffic and everything that's going on right now, you know, that pitch count isn't horrible right now, but the problem is, as you mentioned earlier, there's nobody out.
Good hitter with the bases loaded. Ruiz drives it to center. Thomas races back, and he can't get it. That's over his head. The windmill keeps on waving in that third base coaching box as 2 more come to the plate on an RBI double for Ruiz. 7 straight hitters have reached, 5 up on the board.
This pitch just up in the zone and works its way towards the barrel of Ruiz's bat. He just crushes this thing. Thomas having no shot at all. Tough for the Diamondbacks right now because obviously Torrey would love to go out and get him, but you got to start thinking about tomorrow's ball game. You know, you can't go out and expend the bullpen tonight.
There's Jose Tena, the 8th batter of the inning. What's your limit if you're Torrey Lovello? On when do you get him out of there?
I don't know, and I don't know that Torrey knows.
Well, definitely not top of mind going into a start for Fott, who has been so reliable getting deep. That backs up Tena 2-0 with Scott McGuff already warming up.
So the last 3 hitters, he's gone 2-0 or 2-1. I mean, he's just got no feel or no command tonight, and just frustrating.
Back in there with the strike. Tena didn't like it. Felt a little bit expanded off the outside corner. And that's usually the tell for Fott, is if he's pounding the zone and keeping the ball down, that's when he's gotten his best results. And a bouncer foul, 2-2. So you're not sitting there if you're Torrey Lovello thinking this is his last batter if another guy reaches?
I mean, again, he's at 30 pitches right now, so it's depends if he can get an out here, or, you know, he's again double play. Well,
he won't. It's hooked down the right field line, and here comes Hassel, here comes Ruiz, and it is an avalanche for Washington in the first inning. 7 runs in with nobody out.
4 extra base hits this inning, 2 hit by pitch, and we still don't have anybody out.
And this start has reached its limit for Fott, who doesn't get an out. 7 runs in, still responsible for Tena at second. And with the D-backs losing 8 of their last 9, the last thing they wanted, to the bullpen in the first inning, down 7.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid remission at 12 weeks and less bowel movements and abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieved remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Dad, I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly.
That's gonna be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad, just drink it. But why?
Why? It's 40 degrees below. Do you think we're standing here for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings, but only if you drink it.
Aww.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, keeps getting even better with the all-new Big QP and all this for just $10.99. With 85% more beef, it makes a quarter-pound burger look tiny and, well, yeah, tiny. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
2 thoroughbreds have dominated the headlines, but only one will get the last word.
And they're into the stretch, turning it on late. Heading ahead with a furlong left to go.
The Belmont Stakes, next Saturday, only on Fox.
Alex Below looks to continue his historic season as all eyes shift to the Detroit Grand Prix, Sunday on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Well, the Nationals have scored as many runs as just about anybody in the big leagues the last couple of weeks, and they are pouring it on with nobody out. 9th batter of this first inning, and Scott McGuff into the game for Brandon Fott, the starter. And Dalen Lyle drives this to center. This sends Thomas back once again. He's at the wall, and it's off the top of the fence. The onslaught of extra base hits carries on for the Nats. Dalen Lyle closes out the first time through with another RBI double. 8-zip.
I mean, you just look at the location of that pitch. It is center cut right down the middle part of the plate. Lyle just misses a home run. I mean, he hit that thing a mile, halfway up the wall.
Well, that first career home run for him is coming at some point, and a lot of ballparks that would be it. And he settles for a double. This brings C.J. Abrams back to the plate for the second time, and Brandon Fott's line is complete, and it is not a pretty one. No outs, 8 runs charged, and that's one that'll balloon an ERA for a little while.
Well, and it's hard to believe he had Abrams 0-2 and then just yanked a cutter, a slider, and hit him in the foot. And not to say that that's the inning changer, but man, oh man, that sets the tone, right? And then James Wood up next. You have him 0-2.
And that hits Abrams. He gets to a 2-strike count again. And McGuff does exactly what Fott did. Puts him on with a hit by pitch.
I mean, those Diamondback pitchers are wearing out Abrams' ankles.
Yeah. EK, not sure what the first inning hit by pitch record is. That's 3 for the record, but one more extra base hit in this inning would tie the MLB record for most extra base hits in the first inning of a big league game.
There's a good chance that can happen too with this guy up at the plate. And again, as you have said so many times this inning, there's nobody out.
We do have hit by pitch history as Wood swings and misses. Brady Anderson in the 1990s was the last and first player to be hit by a pitch twice in the first inning. Until C.J. Abrams tonight. Bouncing ball, and that finds a hole. Everything working at the bat rack right now for the Nats. It is 9-0. James Wood with his second hit of the inning.
You mentioned him hitting a lot of balls on the ground, but they're finding space because they're hit so hard. That came off the bat at 106 miles an hour.
And that is why he's hitting over 350 on balls put in play this year. Smokes another one. Nathaniel Lowe had the first extra base hit of this very long first inning parade. RBI double the opposite way. And the 12th batter to the plate, nobody out, runners at the corners. And that gets a little piece of Moreno. What's the biggest first inning that you can remember being a part of? Is there one that comes to mind that's like this?
I think this one. I can't recall. I mean, I mean, nothing like this. I mean, I'm sure we could look it up and there's going to probably be some game that happened, but man, this is, I mean, there's nobody out. That's what blows me away.
And Lowe taps one foul. None in your playing career, though, that you can remember where you got through one time through the lineup, nobody out?
I don't know about that. I mean, I know that there was a game that I hit 2 home runs in an inning, so obviously that must have been a good inning. But there is not, I mean, nothing sticks out like this. We're nobody out. We're 12 hitters in.
And almost the first out, down low, 2-2. You don't want to be the guy in the Nationals lineup, right? You don't want to be the one that gets that first out.
You're up 9-0. Somebody's got to make the outs tonight, right? So you can look at it that way. You could be a team player.
45 total pitches in the inning and nobody out. And Brandon Pfaadt started the inning and this game, and there is the first out. Whether in the Bronx or in Phoenix, that cheer hits the same. So Nathaniel Lowe, 12 batters in. First out of the night, and now the swings and misses are raining down. Luis Garcia after his RBI double behind 0-1. Well, this is just an inning for trivia because we've got another one, EK. Last time, we were just talking about this. Last time a team had all 9 batters score in the first inning, the Cubs against the Dodgers in 2023. So it actually hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
And strike 2.
I mean, you got 9 runs, and if you're the Diamondbacks, you haven't even had an opportunity to sit down in the dugout yet.
No, and the crowd's kind of cheering like this is a high leverage spot. And a bouncing ball could be two. Could have him out of it. And not in time. It's a 10 spot in the first inning. Abrams touches the plate as Garcia beats it out. And not so fast after the first out. They almost had two.
And he was sniffing that RBI. Garcia got out of there pretty quick. Hustling down from the left side as well.
So the inning carries on for Josh Bell, who is one of the 3 hit batters in this inning. Franchise record for the Nats. I think we've set a record in first inning novelties in this game. And strike 2. Franchise record, Expos and Nats combined, going back to the start of the Expos in Montreal. Most first inning runs ever for the franchise. Fott staying out there to look on as McGuff tries to clean up this mess. Fott faced the first 8 batters. All of them reached. 6 hits, 2 hit batters. And the first 9 batters of this game all had reached before we got through the second time. It's down and in, 2-2. So there's the graphical proof. 10 runs in this first inning, the franchise record. You know, they might catch the Cubs for most runs in the major leagues by the end of this inning. It's outside, 3-2. Action time over at first, the 3-2. And a grounder foul. That gives us one more chance to give you another novelty of this first inning. EK, when do you think the last time was that 11 batters reached base to start the game?
2006, Nationals versus Astros.
Pretty good on the year.
Was it really?
Pretty good on the year. There's ball 4 to Bell. So this inning carries on.
Was I close?
2003.
Okay.
It was Red Sox and at the time the Florida Marlins. So
wow,
that would have been World Series winning team that allowed the first 11 batters to reach. Marlins won the World Series in 03, and they allowed the Red Sox on June 27th to reach with the first 11 batters of the game.
I was going to say that had to be before the All-Star break.
It was.
They made a managerial change that year. Oh, look at this.
Oh, that's off the hand of the pitcher McGuff, and Bell is safe. If that goes through to the middle infield, the inning is over.
Right, but that again is what's going on with the Diamondbacks. I mean, they just can't get out of their own way. Saw Carroll diving for a ball and just get to the wall. This ball, easy ground ball up the middle to Perdomo. Not even an issue. McGuff just reacting and knocking it down with his bare hand and playing it into a base hit.
A 102 hot chopper and a few warm-up tosses for McGuff to make sure he's all right. All right, so McGuff will stay in. With the bases juiced and Ruiz out of the 7-hole coming up again.
Second time this inning that he's come up with the bases loaded.
2 RBI double his first time. The Nationals are hitting .800 with runners in scoring position. They're 8 of 10 in this inning. They might be hitting 800 on the season now, too. Ball and no strikes on Ruiz. And a jam shot, and this does it for the inning. Didn't know we'd see this type of history tonight. Before the D-backs can bat, the Nats score 10.
New McCrispy strips are made for dipping.
Sorry.
Which means more double dipping apologists.
So sorry. Do you want it?
Now at McDonald's.
Sorry.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
All right, Dad, you ready?
Like you know to check under the carpet first, before ripping it all out.
Hardwood in 3, 2, 1. It's okay. It's under the time of year.
Yeah, checking first is smart.
You can put it back. I'm out.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Inside every dog is a struggle.
Flavor is good. Let's have some good.
Chewy is fun. Fun.
But flavor...
Fun! Good and fun!
Indulge your dog's good and fun cravings with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
Make a move. I dare you.
With Ring, you can protect your home from anywhere.
I'm getting 5% cash back on the monthly category I choose when I pay with my debit card.
You gonna go?
Where do we go from here?
Home.
Okay.
You can pay your own way.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the Rocks, bartender-created cocktails.
With new mixing bowl mashup plus dipped strawberry cheesecake, the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu calls for a
trade proposal.
deal. Try the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu because nothing says summer like baseball and Blizzard treats.
Well, if there was one guy that might be a little conflicted about his offense hitting for 30 minutes, it might be Michael Soroka, who is about 40 minutes removed from his bullpen to warm up. And one thing you can do now, EK, is pound the zone, and that is magnified when you have a 10-run lead after happening.
Got to be aggressive, right? Still pitch like it's a close ball game. Figure Arizona is going to probably try to swing the bats, be aggressive, and you know what you don't want to do is nibble.
Corbin Carroll gets the night started for Arizona a little bit later than they would hope for Soroka, who's making his 5th start since returning from the injured list. Made his first start of the year, missed a month, and worked his deepest start of the year last time out. And he's even with Carroll 2-2. Yeah, remember the D-backs, EK, they were part of that game with the Cubs at Wrigley Field that went into the 8th inning. 7-1, finished 13-11. As Carroll drives this ball to center, Hassel playing deep, and 1 up and 1 down. So the Diamondbacks are hoping for the reverse of that tonight, right? Craziness starts early with this batting lineup.
Yeah, they're going to have a long ball game to do it. You see Corbin Carroll leading off, Marte, Perdomo, Naylor, Suarez, Smith, Moreno, Grichuk, and following it up is Alec Thomas.
Offense that has hit really well against right-handed pitching this year. They lead the majors in slugging against right-handers. Well, that was before this 9-game little rut that the D-backs are on, where they've lost a lot of close games. Under 4 runs a game the last 9. This is an offense for the Diamondbacks that led all of baseball in runs scored last year, and we're top 5 in Major League Baseball over the first month and a half of this season. Past 9 or 10 games, it's gone a little bit dry. And Marte takes a mighty hack, gets 1-2. Marte's been stronger as a lefty. Switch hitter batting left tonight against the righty Soroka. And he goes down on the fastball to get his night started. No, Michael Soroka usually uses his defense quite a bit. Gets a lot of ground balls. James Wood, Robert Hassel, and Dalen Lyle, the young guns in the outfield. Tena, Abrams, Garcia, and Lowe should be busy. And Keibert Ruiz catches for Michael Soroka. And here's Geraldo Perdomo, who was promoted to the 3-hole. He's been hitting 9th most of the season. They moved him up to the 3-hole last night.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job of that 9-hole number of things, driving in runs, turning the lineup over, hitting in front of Corbin Carroll. You know, one of the things, you move him to that 3rd spot. Yes, he's going to get more at-bats, but, you know, who's going to set the table for Carroll now?
As Torey Lovello said it, he likes that bunch of Perdomo, Marte, and Carroll, no matter how you organize it. And slapped over to third base. Tena scoops it up. 17 batter, top of the first. 3 batter, bottom of the first. 10-0 Nats.
Fill up on all the good stuff at Subway. All your faves packed with tons of crispy veggies and fresh sliced meats. And now buy any footlong in the app for just $6.99. Great bread, great meat, great sauce, great deal. Get on it, people. Order now on the Subway app.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, wherever you roam, don't forget the Zooks. Zook's dog treats. Choose your adventure.
Oh my God. Look at those balls.
We got big balls and I cannot lie. Those other shows can't deny. When the balls roll down on the itty bitty track and that round thing hits your back, you get smashed. The balls are back.
Quiz with Balls returns. New season premieres Monday on Fox.
Hurry to the Quad Cities used car supermarket at Highland Toyota and choose from hundreds of SUVs, trucks, 4x4s, all-wheel drives, hybrids, certified, and economy vehicles from just $99.75. Scan the QR code to claim discount. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Free estimates from our world-class certified body shop. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. Or HighlandToyota.com. We've got the inventory.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
The MLB app's got game. Pre-game, post-game, and everything you need in between. Plus personalized daily content that hits every time. Catch it now on the MLB app.
Top of the first that saw 10 runs across for the Nationals, a franchise record. Now they hit for the 2nd time. And McGough, who took a bouncing ball off the hand, stayed in to close out the first. But that many runs came across. As hard as that is to believe, we're living that reality. 17 batters, 10 runs across, 9 for 12 with runners in scoring position. And that's up and inside. I believe it's Jason Stark with The Athletic that does the weird, wild stats from throughout the week of baseball. This is another one the Diamondbacks are going to be part of. that was part of his column when they played the Cubs in that 13-11 game at Wrigley. And Nationals/Expos franchise history, we had never seen anything like that first inning. Jose Tena, one of 2 guys that didn't get to hit twice, reaches to start the 2nd inning. Well, we had this note ready for you for potentially later in the game. It's a 2nd inning graphic that we did not expect to use tonight, but Nationals offense has been hot. 9+ in 3 straight games, exactly 9 runs in 3 straight games, and they go 10 spot in the first tonight.
Yeah, Lyle smoked the ball halfway up the wall in center field. Ended up with a double.
Hitting out of the 9-hole, just missed his first home run of his career. I think 50 years from now, this game will be referenced in some way. And knowing that it was around this time in baseball history, somebody's going to be playing the game we just played in the first DK of when do you think that happened? And surely 50 years from now, whoever future broadcaster is at that point will say Juan Soto or Bryce Harper were in the lineup the day that the Nats scored 10 in the top of the first. And they did it with no home runs. That's rare for a team to score this many runs in 1 inning and not homer. Guy at the plate was the closest to it. And back-to-back walks for McGough start the 2nd inning for the Nationals. And the last time that happened was 2017 against the Nationals for the Phillies, where a team scored double digits in an inning without a home run in that inning. And McGough's night will come to an end. 3rd time through is coming for the Nats.
This is Alex Pillow, a conquistador of concrete from the start. Alex is so fast he does his taxes January 1st. He speed reads 2 novels before noon. He's Spanish, but he'll French kiss on the first date. Alex has traveled the world. Here are his favorite places: Portland, Detroit, Monterey, Portland again, and rent-free in 32 drivers' heads. This is the front of his car, but if you race him, you'll just see the back. This is 3-time IndyCar champ Alex Pillow. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Bryson, Koepka, Rob, Phil, and DJ. The biggest names in the game are playing at Live Virginia.
Money right there.
With $25 million on the line, it's more than a purse. It's a statement. Sensational. Opening round Friday at 2 Eastern live on Fox. And final round Sunday at 10 Eastern live on FS1. Live Golf on Fox and FS1.
Every stride writes a story, and history unfolds at the Belmont Stakes. Now, 2 thoroughbreds have dominated the headlines, but only one will get the last word.
Turning it on late. Head in head with a furlong left to go.
The Belmont Stakes, next Saturday, only on Fox.
Saturday is Baseball Night in America on Fox, and the game's most iconic rivalry is ready for its next chapter.
No stage bigger than this one.
Rafael Devers leads Boston,
Devers hammers it.
while Aaron Judge aims to continue his historic tear for New York.
Aaron Judge, holy sensational!
Red Sox, Yankees, Baseball Night in America, next Saturday at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
The 2nd inning, 2 on, nobody out. 3rd pitcher in for Arizona. It's Jeff Brigham. And a strike to C.J. Abrams, who was hit by a pitch each of his first 2 times. Jeff Brigham debuted last night for the D-backs, his first big league game in 2 years. Well, the pattern in some way has been broken, because there's ball 1 to C.J. Abrams. 0-2 his first 2 at-bats. Then 1-2 the second at bat he was hit. And this has to get fouled, because we have to tell you about history that's at stake right here.
Let's hear it.
No player has been hit in their first 3 at bats in a Major League Baseball game ever.
I'm not sure that's worth it. I think I'd have to pass on that one.
If you're Brigham, if you're Abrams, if you're us, the viewer, all the above.
I'm saying all the above, right? Especially if you're Abrams, though. That's not what you're looking for.
I don't know. I think he could have leaned into that last pitch.
That's right.
There's the 2-2. Oh, that's in tight. Well, you stick a little kneecap out there, you got yourself some history. James Wood waits. He has not been retired tonight. Only 3 men have been so far. Payoff. And ball in play. Everybody held up to make sure it got down. And everybody's stopping. 90 feet of advancement. And no hit by pitch history for Abrams, but he does reach for the 3rd time on his first hit.
And if you're Wood here, you just got to treat this like a big at-bat. Don't want to get careless and expand the zone. You have an opportunity to do some damage here.
And he's been really good about that. You talked about it with Davey Martinez a little bit, just how mature the approach is already for Wood. Less than a full year into the big leagues. Line drive foul. I gotta believe that's a really hard ask, no matter how mature and how smart and how locked in of a hitter you are. You look at the scoreboard and you see 10-0. Got to be relatively easy to develop some bad habits.
Well, you could get some bad habits, but you better start thinking arbitration right now. Take those numbers. When you get, so it's just like, it's kind of crazy, but it's, you know, as a hitter, when you have, you know, guy on third, infield in, or, you know, situation like this where you're not facing some of their top pitchers. I mean, you gotta feast, because there are going to be times when you're facing Corbin Burns, and that's just frustrating right there.
Now Wood goes down swinging to the first out of the second.
Goes near the top of the zone right there, and James gets a little long there.
And there's Nathaniel Lowe, who was the first man retired in this game, the 2nd time through the lineup after the first 11 batters reached. I hear you though on that, EK, because Corbin Burns is coming tomorrow for this Washington offense. He's the starting pitcher scheduled for the D-backs. So you get to see the ace tomorrow. And maybe some minds wandering to that already, with it being 10-0 in the top of the second. Bases juiced for Lowe. And a bounding ball over to Smith. No play at second, so he flips to Brigham at first. Drives in an 11th run for the Nats as Tena is home.
Yeah, Smith got his feet a bit tangled, wasn't able to gather himself and make a throw to second base there. Does a smart thing and just gets the out.
Well, Luis Garcia beat out a double play ball to keep the inning going last time up, and then 3 more guys came to the plate. He hunts the first pitch. Marte secures it, and a 1-run second inning. Job well done by Jeff Brigham.
A little blue mischief is landing at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. We're blending up a new flavor, the Ohana Breeze Smoothie. Surf into Tropical Smoothie Cafe with your Ohana. Disney's Lilo and Stitch, now playing only in theaters. Rated PG.
Little things. Little things that reveal hidden opportunities through the power of Dell AI with Intel Inside. Little things that add up to something big. Using technology to gain an advantage in real time. Delivering wins that change the game for everyone.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La playa awaits.
If your grandpa wears one of these, or if your wife wears this, you can count on SAA Membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who served. Count on us. Count on USAA.
Arby's new hickory smoked barbecue and our sweet and spicy AC barbecue sauces go together like best friends.
Oh, couldn't agree more.
Kind of like how I'm Anthony's best friend.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Bryson, Kepka, Rob, Phil, and DJ. The biggest names in the game are playing at Live Virginia.
Money right there.
With $25 million on the line, it's more than a purse. It's a statement. Opening round Friday at 2 Eastern live on Fox. And final round Sunday at 10 Eastern live on FS1. Live Golf on Fox and FS1.
Well, Michael Soroka, the run support of his life tonight on the mound for the Nats. Went 1-2-3 in the first. Now Josh Naylor bounces the first pitch out to Garcia at second. And 4 up, 4 down for Soroka in his start. And this gives us a chance to tell you about the MLB At-Bat app. You can stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season, plus live audio for all 30 teams with no blackouts. Minor league games are available, MLB Beginning, and pre- and post-game shows too. Visit MLB.com At-Bat for details. How many sprites in do you think they were out there at the...
I got to believe they're going to move on from the sprites in this game. No way you stay with just sodas.
If they hadn't already. Eugenio Suarez up there for the first time. A fly ball hitter against a ground ball pitcher. And strike 2, Payne on the outside black. For Suarez, who's second on this D-backs team in home runs with 15 on the year. But a hard guy to elevate against with Soroka. And he does get one up in the air, but soft contact out to shallow right. And it's Garcia taking charge. And 5 to the plate for the D-backs, and Soroka has set them all down.
Yeah, one of the things you want to do if you're Soroka is give your ball club some length. Give the bullpen a break a little bit. Let them, especially, obviously with where they're at tonight, you're not going to get any high leverage spots, but you got to give 6, 7 innings.
There's Pavin Smith. We need to clip that sound from you and revisit it if this game becomes 11-11 late in the game.
I'm pretty confident there's not going to be any high leverage at bats. It just, not happening tonight.
Well, there can be something in this for the D-backs and their at-bats, right? Because they've struggled the last week and a half. And I'm sure you know this as well as anybody, right? That all it takes is one swing for an individual and you find something.
So you can find something, but the thing about it is mentally right now you're in a situation where it's, you got to break it down and make it as simple as I've just got to try to get to first base. But that's difficult right now. And Soroka is going to just challenge it. He's going to pound the zone. He doesn't have to get cute. Doesn't have to nibble.
Well, this could be really good for Soroka because that's what Davey Martinez wants him to do in close games. Trust his stuff. He thinks it's really good. And it's played that way so far. A perfect 2 innings for Soroka and the Nationals.
Did you know our Jersey Mike's order came with a $25 Fanatics promo code? Insane deal. Awesome. Can we please turn it off while we're eating? Simon feels very attacked right now. Oh, he feels attacked.
My Mike's members score Fanatics gear, like Simon, just by spending $25 in the app.
Your financial journey starts with your own ambitions, but that doesn't make it a solo mission. Money is a tool to help yourself and the ones you love the most. Saving up for your first home and setting up for your firstborn. Paying down debt and paying it forward when you can. At Thrivent, we help plan your finances for something bigger than money, because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more.
It's grilling season, which means it's 100% tasty
Oscar Mayer Wiener season.
You know Harbor Freight for affordability, but durability goes right along with it. You see, we test, and then we test again. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Looks like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. For the last time. Huh. Shallow.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
Is that Danny DeVito?
Don't worry about me. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's, where the subs matter most. Almost forgot. I found your ball.
It's a rock.
Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
A franchise record for the Nats, 10 runs in the first inning. They're on to the third Arizona pitcher. As Jeff Brigham got the final couple outs, actually got the final 3 outs of that last inning. His first clean inning starts with Josh Bell, who's reached twice in both of his plate appearances. And he gets jammed, soft floater out to left center, and Geraldo Perdomo makes the reaching catch.
Nice job by Perdomo. Again, Torrey speaking his praises of what he means to the ball club. How about this guy getting hot as of late, getting some playing time, and another one of those guys that is part of that Juan Soto trade coming over from the Padres.
Basically, that entire trade is in the lineup now for the Nationals. Hassel a part of it, Mackenzie Gore a part of it. C.J. Abrams, Josh Bell was traded from the Nationals with Juan Soto to the Padres. And he returned after he was with the D-backs last year. A little jam shot grounder out to Brigham. And Hassel retired. Part of that landmark trade. The Nationals, of course, tried to re-sign him. And you look back at it now, all these guys in the big leagues and playing well. Hassel joins this mix with Abrams, Wood, and Gore.
Yeah, all these guys under team control for a while, and not just playing well, but are impact guys. I mean, Mackenzie Gore has all the makings of a #1 starter, leading baseball in strikeouts.
Ruiz pops it up foul. Long run for Suarez, and just a bit shy.
Abrams, one of the top young shortstop in all of baseball. And then James Wood. I mean, he's doing his best Aaron Judge impression, except he's doing it from the left side. Such a good hitter, a big man. There he is right there.
On a home run spree right now. In the top 5 in the big leagues in home runs for James Wood, who debuted last summer. And then Ruiz fouls it off. Brigham came on, got 3 batters in a row after a leadoff single. Nelson up in the bullpen, a guy that could give him some length. Brigham looking for the first 1, 2, 3 inning of the night. And he'll throw at least one more pitch. And Nelson out there getting warmed up. He's been part of the rotation for the D-backs this year. He's made 3 starts. 1-2. And soft floater over Perdomo for a base hit. Ruiz with his second hit of the night. And that wipes off the possibility of a 1-2-3 for the first time. So here's Jose Tena, who drove in 2 with an RBI double his first time up, and that extended his on-base streak to 13 games. So positive correlation, him hitting well and Nationals playing well. He dumps this to left. Grichuk cruises underneath it. And the inning comes to a close with one man stranded. We're through 2.5, 11-zip.
Pretzel crust from Little Caesars is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Until now, because stuffed pretzel crust is even greater. Oh yeah, we stuffed that GOAT. Large stuffed pretzel crust from Little Caesars, just $9.99 for a limited time.
Pizza, pizza.
Today, let's stain with Bear.
Not today, we're not.
This is so great. I've been telling him for months.
There's been a lot of rain.
With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
Oh.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot.
This is Alex Pillow, a conquistador of concrete from the start. Alex is so fast he does his taxes January 1st. He speed reads 2 novels before noon. He's Spanish, but he'll French kiss on the first date. Alex has traveled the world. Here are his favorite places: Portland, Detroit, Monterey, Portland again, and rent-free in 32 drivers' heads. This is the front of his car, but if you race him, you'll just see the back. This is 3-time IndyCar champ Alex Pillow. Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
Hey sports fans, it's DirecTV Sports Pack time. You can get over 40 regional and specialty networks for one low price when you upgrade now for only $14.99 per month. We're talking direct access to NBA TV, MLB Network, NHL Network, Golf Channel, and more, connecting you to more live games, classic rivalries, and exciting highlights. Don't miss out on the year-round sports you love. Upgrade now to DirecTV Sports Pack for only $14.99 per month.
Explore hand-picked hotels through the Edit and unlock upgraded stays with Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
Lowe's knows when you've got your hands full, a little extra elbow room goes a long way. Open things up with the LG Counter Depth Max Zero Clearance Refrigerator to make space for the armfuls that matter most. Shop Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. We help, you save.
Well, Soroka on the left has had all the fun tonight. Brandon Pfaadt. 8 batters to the plate, didn't retire any of them before he was pulled from his start. It is usually Pfaadt that's in a similar position to Soroka. He's gotten the best run support of anybody on this D-backs team this year. But 11 runs up on the board for the Nats, including that historic first inning where they scored a franchise record 10 runs. Now the D-backs trying to touch first for the first time. 6 up, 6 down for Soroka. And that's pulled foul for strike 2 by Gabby Moreno. Soroka for the first time this year, he went 6 innings his last time. That's usually where we see Brandon Pfaadt. Soroka back and healthy again. And hello to Gabby Moreno.
Yeah, just a breaking ball that squirts out of Soroka's hand. Just backs up.
Well, 2003, 2004 Manny Ramirez vibes there. You could hear Tim McCarver saying that pitch wasn't even close. That one was a little close.
That was close, right?
That was close. Here's the 1-2 to Moreno. Dips outside 2-2.
Just the second 2-ball count of the night for Soroka. Did it with the leadoff hitter.
And I got Corbin Carroll to fly out after that. This 2-2 is fought off foul. Good to see Soroka healthy. I mentioned it a little bit earlier how he made his first start and then he missed a month with a bicep strain. This is 5th start in a row. He had 3 years there where he could just not find his way onto the big league mound. From 2021 to 2023, he made just 7 starts. Mostly healthier last year. He started 25 games for the White Sox. Moreno, fly ball to right for Lyle. And 7 in a row retired for Soroka. Now the Belmont Stakes are coming to Fox. Horse racing's greatest test returns as sovereignty and journalism face off in the 157th edition of the Belmont Stakes. 2 of the season's biggest names, 1 race to settle it all. Coverage begins next Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, live on Fox. Here's Randall Grichuk. EK, if you could name a horse, what would you name it?
Man, you throwing some tough questions at me tonight. You got the,
it's 11-0
name a horse.
after all.
Fair enough. What would I name a horse? Glue.
Check swing and a bounce out to first for Grichuk. You said
or,
Glue?
Glue. G-L-U-E or Elmer. Elmer's Glue. Kind of scare that guy. Scare the horse.
Oh. You didn't have that stockpiled already? You just thought of that?
I just thought, I mean, I didn't give you a quick answer. I had to think a little bit.
That's true. You did stall well for a batter. Are you putting the money down? Are you investing now? 158th version of the Belmont Stakes. We'll see Glue. Yes?
Glue.
We hope. Alec Thomas for the first time. And there's strike 1. Well, the Chicago native Alec Thomas sees ball 2. A homegrown player. He was part of the climb through the minor leagues with Geraldo Perdomo. Those 2 longtime minor league teammates. And a fly ball foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. EK saw Alec Thomas play in a minor league game. He was in the single A Midwest League, playing against Peoria, the Cardinals single A team, and hit for the cycle. He was a single A guy. 19 years old when he did it.
Yeah, super athlete.
Nice grounds this over to first, and the inning's over. Nice play by Lowe, and the first time through, no base runners against Soroka.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Michael, who've taken Ozempic.
As touring musicians, my type 2 diabetes could have slowed us down, but I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C and lost some weight, too. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death. And others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
This is what you can buy for $10 at KFC $10 Tuesdays. And this is what you can buy for $10 at a coffee shop.
This is coffee.
I know, it was expensive.
Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces of original recipe fried chicken or 8 tenders for just $10.
In the off-season, I'm a male hand mop. Now I have Relax Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins. No bending down and no touching. I kind of love not using my hands.
Come on, Andy.
I'm out the game. Try Relax Fit Skechers slip-ins.
Why is Special K so special? The multigrain flakes? Oh, wait, I see, it's the real fruit. Oh, wait, can you go back to the berries? Special K. Special for a reason.
Well, Ryan Nelson coming into the game. He's been in the rotation lately for the D-backs. He's started the last 2 times out there. Has pitched in some long and mid relief this year also. And the 4th pitcher on for the D-backs sees the 9-hole hitter, Dalen Lyle. Good start to the series for Lyle. And double and a walk already in this game. And robbed a home run last night. And foul ball gives us a chance to show you that last night. Gabby Moreno thought he had a go-ahead home run until Dalen Lyle showed up at the right field fence.
Yeah, got himself right up against the wall, and at the last minute threw that glove just over the top part of the fence. Nice grab.
Talking to Nationals manager Davey Martinez, he said he had seen that a bunch on the backfields in spring training. So he wasn't surprised, but first chance in front of a big league audience. We got to see a big time play from Lyle. Ended up being the difference in the game. It was the third inning at that point. It was 6-6. And the Nationals ended up winning it 9-7. And he took away what would have been a 2-run home run. So the early innings in this game before things have settled down. That's been the theme of the series so far. And the Nats bullpen did a nice job last night coming in and calming the waters. This ball vaulted on the infield. Playable for Smith. 1 up, 1 down for Ryan Nelson.
See, Nelson has been pretty good this year. You see 38 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, 11 walks. You know, he's going to be asked to take down a few innings here. Save that bullpen. You mentioned Corbin Burns going tomorrow, so that's one saving grace.
Here's C.J. Abrams for the 4th time already in 4 innings, and he bounces it foul. Feels a little bit like the old Pac-12, the new West Coast schools on the Big Ten, getting some run tonight. Second Oregon Duck we see on the mound. We have a UCLA Bruin in the booth with you. A UCLA Bruin on the top step of the dugout for the Diamondbacks. Ball and a strike to C.J. Abrams, who has reached all 3 times. And that's pulled to right and caught by Corbin Carroll on the way in. Well, this is another staggering stat to bring you. James Wood has played exactly as many games as Juan Soto at this point in his career. 136, 2 more hits, same amount of home runs, same amount of runs driven in.
Pretty good comparison. Pretty good one to have the identical numbers with.
And James Wood drives it to deep left. Grichuk curls around and makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for the first time. Ryan Nelson out of the pen.
This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a smoker. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a sandwich. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a Cedric.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Yeah! What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
We actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the Rocks, bartender-created cocktails.
The perfect morning calls for the perfect, ridiculously craveable pairing. Jimmy Dean griddle cakes. Your family's pancakey, sausagey, griddle cakey, sweet and savory favorite.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators, losing steam, losing sweat. The solution? A drink that hydrates better than water and changed the game forever.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
Did someone take some of my candles?
They're not all here.
Checking out with PayPal.
You can pay your own way. I'm still in here. This is the only time I get all week.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Michael Soroka has not allowed a base runner. First time through the order. Now the start of the second time through the order for the Diamondbacks with Corbin Carroll, who lined out to center his first time. We got Soroka to a 2-ball count, but a quick at bat this time. A bouncer out to Garcia. And as far as times through the order, the Nats have lapped the D-backs twice. They started their 4th time through the order before the side was retired in the 3rd, and now the D-backs just started their 2nd time through the order. And that's how it went.
Been a tale of 2 different teams right now. Still, when we saw the Nationals do that, you know, the base hits, the hit by pitches, just, I mean, you couldn't get them out.
A little moment of doubt there for Garcia. Shurtell in the infield, he had it all the way. So Geraldo Perdomo on his bobblehead night is trying to be the first Diamondback to reach in this game. And he leans away from strike 1. Well, Perdomo has been labeled the heart and soul of this Diamondbacks team, and I think nationally has been a little bit underappreciated so far. He is 8th in baseball right now and wins above replacement, which usually labels your value. There's strike 2 to him.
The Diamondbacks went out and rewarded him with a multi-year deal. You know, which was kind of surprising at the time because they have a young shortstop in the minor leagues that they're very fond of. But that just goes to show you how important he is, not only on the field, but in the clubhouse, in a leadership role. I mean, he is the guy on this ball club.
Well, been really good with 2 outs, either keeping rallies alive or starting 2-out rallies. A lot of that's been down at the bottom of the lineup. And trying to set the table for Josh Naylor. The 2-2 from Soroka is pulled out to right and over the glove of Garcia. No tonight. Geraldo Perdomo the first to reach on his bobblehead night.
Pitch not hit hard at all. Came off the bat at 66 miles an hour, but just strong enough to get out into right field. All right, first time in the stretch tonight.
There's Josh Naylor. I don't know. That might be one Kara Blackstone, the official scorer, might want to look at.
Yeah.
I think Garcia might have gloved that thing. I think there might have been leather on it.
In the interest to stay tuned to the game, we'd like to lobby for that as an E.
Oh, Naylor charges this ball to deep right. Lyle back to the wall, and that's out of here. A jolt for the Diamondbacks. A 2-run home run for Josh Naylor makes it 11-2. So first 11 shut down. The next 3 all get good swings off, but that ends it with Suarez flying out. But a home run from Naylor, 11-2.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. It's a serious business card with unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. So they reinvested their cash back to help build their retail store. What's in your wallet?
You love our legendary subs, so you'll love our legendary new Doritos Footlong Nachos. Doritos and Subway, two legends come together to...
Legends eating legends. Am I right?
Yes, thank you, Marshawn. Doritos Footlong Nachos. Just $5, only at Subway.
Saturday is Baseball Night in America on Fox, and the game's most iconic rivalry is ready for its next chapter.
No stage bigger than this one.
Rafael Devers leads the Red Sox against Aaron Judge and the Yankees. Baseball Night in America next Saturday at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
The warmer weather has arrived, and it's time to tackle that to-do list. To help make those home renewal projects a reality, we're offering 30% off siding, doors, and roofing, plus no interest for 1 year. Since 1976, our local family-owned company has provided homeowners with the highest quality American-made products. Your home, our promise. 30% off ends Saturday. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Hurry to the Quad Cities used car supermarket at Highland Toyota and choose from hundreds of SUVs, trucks, 4x4s, all-wheel drives, hybrids, certified, and economy vehicles from just $99.75. Scan the QR code to claim discount. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Free estimates from our world-class certified body shop. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. Or HighlandToyota.com. We've got the inventory.
At MLBShops.com, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your bandmate, your boss. Visit MLBShop.com for officially licensed merchandise.
So the D-backs get a couple back. Josh Naylor, 2-run home run. And he continues his big slugging season against right-handers. Ryan Nelson out for his second full inning. He went 1-2-3 for the first time for the D-backs in the field. Well, for the Nationals, 16 of their first 19 reached in this game. Well, since then, Diamondbacks pitching has retired 9 of the last 10. Nelson has retired 3 straight, and he's ahead 1-2 on Nathaniel Lowe. Well, the Nationals, if they can cruise all the way with that 10-run first, adding 1 in the second, win this game, it'll be 10 of 13 that they've won, including 4 in a row. And a bouncer. Nelson, athletic play, takes it himself. So a 1U for Nelson. Playball.org is the place to be for global youth initiatives that highlight the fun and accessible ways to play our great game. To learn more, including how to be in a league near you, go to playball.org and follow at Playball on X, Facebook, and Instagram. Here's Luis Garcia. Backs up on him for ball 1. So the Nats, with good play lately, they find themselves 9 games back. Diamondbacks game tonight got me a little tongue twisted. It's a ground ball to second. Marte down to a lunge and throws him out. But yeah, 9 games back of Philly, 5 games back in the wild card. Tonight, the last night of May, so we can start talking wild card at this point.
I mean, offensively, they're going to have the guys, and I think they're going to score runs. I just don't know, pitching wise, after Mackenzie Gore, where do you go? And the bullpen hasn't been great. But they can definitely swing the bats, and they're going to continue to get better and better. Definitely a foundation for this ball club.
line foul for strike one. No, that's part of what was encouraging last night for the Nats, is that game was chaotic early on. It was 6-6 after 3, as we talked about before, and then shut down most of the rest of the way. There's strike two. I'm with you, Kay. That's the big question. The relievers, ERA over 6 for the Nats. They've got the back of their game pretty well figured out with Kyle Finnegan.
Yep.
And 2-2.
Well, that's both of these teams' problems, right? The bullpens haven't been great. You know, the thing about Arizona is, you know, coming into this season, especially with the signing of Burns and the way that pitching staff lined up the starters, you're thinking this is a team that's going to go to the playoffs. Going to be a strong wild card contender, and would even be a team that you wouldn't really want to see in the postseason. Washington, you know, still a few years away, watching guys develop, but you come into tonight, both these teams have the same record.
Well, both 5 games back in the wild card, 27-30. So Nelson runs the fastball inside. So for Mike Hazen in Arizona, you think it's going to be full court press, going to get some relievers as we get deeper into the summer? Is that,
well, you're looking for some health, but you're going to have to get some better starting pitching with the guys that you have. Right, they're going to have to give you a reason to go out and add to this ball club. You know, because the reality is the expectations, the names on the roster, it says that they should be a lot better, but the reality is what's gone on the field, it hasn't translated.
Counts even to Bell. And he's staying in there. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And some of that's been health, right? And I think you touched on that a little bit earlier, EK, is, you know, the plan for the season for the Diamondbacks was, as Torey Lovello likes to do, co-closers with Justin Martinez and A.J. Puck. One righty, one lefty. They haven't had those guys healthy together for a month and a half now.
No, the big league season does not discriminate. And what I mean by that, it's going to beat down every ball club. And it's where's the depth? Who's going to step up?
Back through the box, and it eats up Perdomo. And Josh Bell has a hit for the first time tonight.
That's the thing. A lot of ball clubs look good, you know, 26, 28, 30 guys. But to weather a big league season in the 162 games, that roster's got to be 40, 45. And I just don't know that Arizona possesses that.
They're mixing and matching a little bit with their bullpen arms as Hassel bounces this foul. Joe Mantiply was DFA'd yesterday, and then Kevin Ginkel was demoted to AAA. And the hope is that in the back end of that bullpen, now with Martinez back, Justin Martinez, one of those two guys they looked at as the end of their game. Then they get A.J. Puck back. They hoped June. Sounds more realistic that they get him back near the All-Star break. And that Shelby Miller can continue to pitch well. That would help. That would give him 3 arms at the back for a team that's had the 2nd most blown leads in Major League Baseball this year.
Yeah, and that's demoralizing too. When you lose games, it's that old line, come from ahead to lose. Just so frustrating.
And a ground ball to Perdomo, who's shifted that way again. The inning is over.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Because you're Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah, but a taco place can do nuggets, right?
Yeah, the Hidden Valley Fire Ranch is awesome.
Okay, they're good, but we're not a chicken place.
When did you guys become a chicken place?
Chicken? Can't a taco place do good nuggets? Are we not allowed to do both?
What do you mean?
You think it's cool to do both, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are they okay?
I don't think so.
We're totally a taco place that's a chicken place that's also a taco place.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward.
Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models, or current eligible GMC owners get over $7,800 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi to enhance the food's flavor.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Babe, who is that?
I don't know. But he is right about the Pepsi and hot dogs.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Inside every dog is a struggle between good.
Good.
And fun.
Fun. Good and fun.
Let your dog indulge both sides with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in a half-empty pantry. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself circling a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
Halfway home on what's been so far a historic night for the Nationals. 10-run first inning, franchise record in runs, with Eric Karros, Connor Runyon, Pavin Smith leading off the Diamondbacks bottom of the fifth. They just got 2 runs back on a Josh Naylor home run. Doing it against a well-read pitcher. And a great story by Andrew Golden in the Washington Post this week about the book club that the Nationals have going in their clubhouse right now. Michael Soroka is a part of it. Last year it was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. C.S. Lewis was making its way around. His books are making its way around the clubhouse. That just missed. 3-1. J.R.R. Tolkien, father of modern fantasy. The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings. I don't think he wrote any programs, but that's just me.
It's always good, though, to have something that kind of bonds the clubhouse outside of baseball. It gives guys something to talk about.
A fly ball down the left field line, and Wood runs out of room. Did you guys do anything like that? Dodgers clubhouse?
We usually found a nice establishment on the road and went out. That's how we bonded.
In Red Books? Library?
You know what was interesting, though? What we did do that, I mean, it wasn't books, but we got into chess, playing chess all the time on the planes, anytime we had rain delays, and there were, that stuff got pretty intense. So that was a lot more along the lines of being cerebral, like a book club, rather than, going out on a Friday night.
There's strike 3 called. Pavin Smith down looking. Who was the best chess player on your team?
There was a guy named Mike Kincaid. He was a utility guy. See this pitch right here. And I thought I was the best in chess. I was winning on. He comes over. I find out that his brother had written a computer program for chess games. And, it was just, I just got annihilated by this guy. Oh, yeah.
Moreno smokes that to third. It's caught by Tena. 1 pitch and 1 loud out for Gabby Moreno.
How about that? We started talking a story of book club and chess, and we got 2 quick outs. What are you bringing up next, huh, Connor?
The reading comprehension is speedy, apparently.
Soroka likes it.
Yep. There's Randall Grichuk. Ball 1 to him. I was thinking when reading that story from Andrew Golden in the Washington Post Bilbo Baggins as the protagonist and in The Hobbit. I believe he has a supporting role in Lord of the Rings. A little less well versed on Lord of the Rings, but know him a little bit from The Hobbit. He's known to kind of be ageless.
Okay.
Can you think of a baseball player that would be the Bilbo Baggins of Major League Baseball?
Well, you'd go Satchel Paige back in the day, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, how is that for a quick answer? Throw that question out on me. That was a lot better than glue.
That was way better than glue. And you know what? We get to keep it rolling because the inning continues. Randall Grichuk with a single. My first thought, EK, on ageless was Julio Franco.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. You know, after he was done playing in the big leagues, he was down playing in the Mexican summer leagues, I believe. And then
yep.
I think he may have even gone back to the Dominican. But that guy was still hitting at 50-something. I mean, that's rivaling, who was that? Minnie Minoso.
Yep.
He had hits, I want to say, in is it 6 different decades? 5 different decades?
Yep.
I mean, it was crazy.
How about Jamie Moyer?
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, he actually got better when he got older. That's the crazy thing, is not only did he have the longevity, but he was arguably better as he aged.
And the old soft tossing lefty.
Yeah.
1-1 on Alec Thomas. And it's a fly ball foul for strike 2. Rich Hill is still going at it.
You know, I read something about he was hoping to be ready to join somebody in August, or just to be available, right? You know, a playoff team, you know, what like Pedro used to do, you know, wouldn't pitch the first half of the season and then sign up Pedro Martinez.
1-2 and a ground ball foul. Yeah, I just saw the Royals signed.
Did they?
Rich Hill to a minor league deal, because I just saw that him and Jack Caglione, stud out of Florida, who's quickly rising through the Royals system. He was 2 years old when Rich Hill made his big league debut, and they're now teammates in AAA. And back through the middle for Alec Thomas, and a base hit. Grichuk makes the turn at second and heads to third base with back-to-back hits. The D-backs put him at the corners with 2 outs in the 5th.
This pitch out of the zone, and Alex Thomas just gets the barrel on it. Out of the zone, but up high, so easier to get to. All right, now you've got the big run producer up at the plate. See if one swing of the bat, they can get back in this thing.
If that does happen, EK.
It's still not a leverage at bat. So I'm still I just say get back in the game.
We're inching there. If Carroll can turn that bottom number around. The average with runners in scoring position over the last couple of weeks has dropped about 20 points for the D-backs. Plenty of offensive firepower. Remember, they were top 5 in baseball before this little lull in scoring runs. Last few weeks, they've been in the bottom 5. There's strike 2 from Soroka, and he's 1 pitch away from getting out of it. It was a turnaround right around the All-Star break for Corbin Carroll. Hit just 5 home runs in the first half. And since July 7th, 36 home runs, among the best in baseball for Carroll. It's 2-2. And he has really enjoyed hitting against the Nationals. One of the home runs in that late season stretch was in late July. Down 1 in the bottom of the 9th, Corbin Carroll hit a walk-off 2-run homer. 2-2. And count's full, so a jump start for Thomas at first coming. Well, against the Nats earlier this season, he had a 2-home-run game. So the dramatic home run last July, 2-home-run game in D.C. in the first series they played. And he stays alive on the full count pitch here. I was watching the Nationals local broadcast a little bit last night. Bob Carpenter and Kevin Franzen do a great job, and can almost sense some dread when Corbin Carroll was coming to the plate. Haven't been alone in that the last 3 years.
Right. You know, the thing is, too, is he was on that quick start, looked really good last year, got off to the rough first half, probably suffering still from some injury. Great second half, got off to a quick start this year. I mean, the month of May can't end soon enough for this young man.
Well, it ends tonight.
Right.
Good news for him.
But what a talent. You know, I was trying to think of a player that I would compare him to, and I just don't know that there ever has been. I mean, you're not going to go Ricky Henderson. He's got more power, you know, and again, you can't, with all due respect, you can't compare him to a Hall of Famer like Ricky. But I can't recall a player like Corbin Carroll. The power, the speed, the stature.
And there's ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Well, does Corbin have tenure? No, he's got 3 years. Well, visit for pitching coach Jim Hickey. Been with Davey Martinez for a while, and he has a few words from Michael Soroka, who's in a jam for the first time. That was his first walk of the night.
So now it does get interesting, right? Ketel Marte, 8 home runs on the year, 1 swing of the bat. He makes it a 5-run ball game. They've still got 4 innings to play. We mentioned, you know, the Nationals bullpen has not been good this year. All right, 1 swing of the bat, and I may entertain leverage.
Okay. All right. I still got it marked in my book. Back in the second, you said no shot. You could tell Marte watches that down. Marte has 4 grand slams in his career. Just his second at bat this season. He battled a hamstring injury that took away most of April. Also battling the flu all week this week. That sits in for strike 1. It's interesting because Marte is a natural right-handed hitter, and that's where most of his slug and most of his average has come from throughout his big league career as a switch hitter. But this year, all of his slug is from this side of the plate.
Oh, boy.
Oh. The edge is open, apparently.
God, that just changes the bat completely. Be ahead in the count 2-1. Now you got to be defensive.
Well, he does get defensive. Jam shot to first, and still a little ways from leverage as Arizona leaves him loaded.
Summer fun is around every turn at the all-new Dave & Buster's, with never-before-seen games like Hot Wheels Victory Lap. Brand new menu items, including turbocharged chicken sliders. And a nationwide race with players across the country. Zoom up the new leaderboard and race toward exclusive prizes before they race off without you. So rev those engines and win on all cylinders at the all-new Dave & Buster's.
Mom! When this happens, they count on you.
Don't stress, sweetie. You got USAA.
And you can count on us. Count on USAA. Members who switch saved an average of $840 a year on car insurance.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, wherever you roam, don't forget the Zooks. Zook's dog treats. Choose your adventure.
Still looking for a new job?
Just found out my dad's sister's husband is golfing buddies with the CEO of a great company. So basically, I got the job.
Sounds promising.
Indeed helps you match based on what you know,
not who you know.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't even know if he exists, to be honest.
Last flare.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime's the perfect time for an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Go away. I don't trust those things anymore.
What do you think we're gonna see? Lots of princesses. That sing? Yeah, and there's villains too. Whoa! And I heard at night all the stars come down from the sky and make your dreams come true.
The DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket. Get yours now only at DQ.
The Nationals bunched up 11 runs in the first 2 innings, 10 in the first, a franchise record. D-backs had a chance to jump right back in after a Josh Naylor 2-run home run. Loaded the bases in the 5th, but left them loaded. So it stays a 9-run game. On to the top of the 6th for Keibert Ruiz. And pops the pitch foul, who's batting with the bases empty. His first 2 at-bats came with the bases full, which, of course, you think about a game you played in, EK, Fernando Tatis Sr.
Yeah, I was standing at first base. I think the most amazing thing, you know, it wasn't the 2 grand slams. It wasn't the fact that they were both in the same inning. I think it was the fact that our manager let Chan-Ho Park pitch to Tatis 2 different times with the bases loaded in the same inning. That for me, a little shocked at that one.
The fact that it was the same pitcher.
Same pitcher in the same inning, right? I mean.
Yep. There's Jose Tena after the flyout for Ruiz. You said you hit 2 home runs in an inning once, right?
Yeah, I did say that.
Take me through that. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'd rather have it live in legend
that was,
than Google it.
That was actually against these Washington Nationals. At the time, they were known as the Montreal Expos. But I had hit the first one, and then when I had an opportunity to come up later on in the inning, I mean, I was trying to do it. And usually when you try to do it, there's no chance of it happening.
And grounded it short for Perdomo, and he puts away Tena.
But that was just one of those things that just hit the bat and ended up going out.
How often did that happen where you tried and you actually hit
never
one?
happened. Never.
That was the only one?
I mean, I'm sure, I don't know. The only reason I remember that is because I legitimately was trying to do it because the game had been blown wide open. I don't think there'd ever, I think to this day, actually, I'm the only Dodger to ever have done that. I mean, I'm sure Ohtani will do it at some point, right? Ohtani's going to have every single team record offensively.
A little surprised with them scoring 18 tonight. It didn't happen on Fox a little bit earlier. They're playing the Yankees. Fly ball foul. Dalen Lyle in a 1-1 count.
Man, if you wanted to see some offense, you just had to flip on Fox or FS1 today, huh?
Sheesh.
Brewers, Phillies, this ball game, the Yankees, Dodgers.
You know what they call that?
I don't.
The line wand Biederman effect.
Those poor guys.
Producer and director at Fox HQ have seen a lot of offense today. Lance Barksdale says no swing, 2-2. A 17-7 game in the first end of our FS1 coverage today. Then 18-2. And Yankees Dodgers. Baseball gods did give one back on Fox. About a half hour ago, the Mariners and Twins played 11 innings, walk-off for the Mariners.
There you go.
So the question becomes again, could we see leverage tonight in our game?
Well, I'm gonna have to wonder how many people in the country were able to see that was it Seattle Twins game, right? That was going head-to-head against Yankees Dodgers. I'm guessing that was probably 95% of the country, right?
I think
with
with
98% of the country.
Well, with the game going longer, there's a little bonus coverage, right? I don't know. We're getting too deep into the weeds on programming here.
Well, we're waiting for leverage here.
We are. Can we get Michael Mulvihill on line 1, please? Two. That's yanked down the right field line. Lyle almost had his first home run of his career. Instead, it's extra bases again. He speeds around second and heads to third with a triple. So he's driven 2 balls tonight, a triple and a double to show for it for Dalen Lyle.
Lyle, another one of these young athletic players for the Nationals. We talked about the great catch that he made last night. Here he hits it into that little triangular area. If he hits it a little further to the left side, that ball might sneak out.
And he sets up C.J. Abrams hitting for the 5th time. And a swing and a miss. A hot start for C.J. Abrams. Got hit by pitches twice in the first inning. It's the second player in Major League history to ever do that. Part of the franchise record first inning, where 10 runs came across for the Nats. Fouled off. You know what this game is missing? An attempted steal of home.
I'm going to say that has as much chance as that leverage thing we're looking for.
Well, I don't think that's very highly thought of in the unwritten side of things. The 9
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we got a hit for a 3rd time. So Abrams has turned in a painful night.
I mean, you got to take him
he's been
out.
plunked.
Yeah, you got to take him out, don't you? You got to let somebody else play short the rest of the way.
Davey Martinez, his manager, will come out. It's a cutter that came in and got him.
I mean, obviously nothing is intentional, but by the same token, 3 times in a game is just, it's not really acceptable.
He will stay in. More history for you. He's the first national /Expo to be hit in a game 3 times. So he was the 2nd player in big league history ever to be hit in back-to-back at-bats in the first inning. Plate appearances in the first inning. Wood skies the first pitch to deep center. Deepest part of the yard. Inning over. They're left at the corners. Mid-6, 11-2.
This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a smoker. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a sandwich. This is Arby's tender 13-hour smoked brisket in a Cedric.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Different dogs have different needs, like skin and coat, mobility support, and healthy digestion. That's why Ein's Advanced Health has different formulas, so every dog can be a healthy dog.
At AT&T Business, we guarantee our best deals on any smartphone with your choice of our best plans. What we can't guarantee, your employees having a similar work style. You hired them. Or your staff all having the same vibe. I like this style. And your design team being on the same page.
Bold choice.
For 2002.
What AT&T does guarantee, our best deals on any smartphone with your choice of our best plans for any employee. And we mean any.
These are both starting. USDA choice ribeye. Woo! That must have cost an arm and a leg. How can you even afford to barbecue these days, am I right? Yeah, didn't cost that much at all. I can see that now.
Kid, no jumping off the low price sign.
The lowest prices of any national grocery store.
Listen to your mom.
It's an Aldi thing.
Plenty of run support for Michael Soroka tonight, and he's earned it after going 0 for 10 last year, 0-10 last year as a starter for the White Sox. A couple of weeks ago, he got his first win in 2 years in the big leagues. And Geraldo Perdomo sees his helmet fly off on a pop foul for strike one.
I mean, you talk about Soroka earning this. Look at what he's had to go through. You know, when he first came up with the Braves, had a great season, was in the voting for Rookie of the Year, and looked like his career, he was going to be one of those great Braves pitchers, but beset by injuries and just one thing after another. The guy can't buy a break health-wise.
Oh, 2 torn Achilles.
Yeah, right?
Oh. Tore it twice from 2020 to 2023. Jam shot foul for Perdomo. And that's really what made this a low risk but high upside signing for the Nationals in the offseason. They got Soroka for 1 year, $9 million. And healthy again. He sees Perdomo spoil another one too. Patrick Corbin had left the Nats. That long contract had expired. So it's Soroka for 1 year. That's fished out to left, and Wood makes the grab for the first out on Geraldo Perdomo. Tomorrow, the fastest racing on earth hits the streets, the Motor City for the Detroit Grand Prix. A week after the Indy 500, IndyCar back on Fox tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern. You won't want to miss it. That was a great show in Indy. The racers and Pacers were in full force last week in Indy. The Pacers advanced to the NBA Finals tonight against the Knicks. And part of a first year of coverage of the Indy 500 for Fox. 2 balls, no strikes.
Soroka trying to crowd Naylor. Last time Naylor was able to get that bat head out. Put one in the stands.
And that gave the D-backs a little thump. With that 2-run home run his last time up. And a big question for the D-backs. How would they replace Christian Walker? They extended an offer too. And he ended up going to the Houston Astros. And Josh Naylor has fit in just fine.
Yeah, Naylor not vocal in the clubhouse, but very animated out on the field. You know, a ton of energy. And
well, he hits another ball hard but foul.
You know, he and Walker very, very different players. You know, as far as personality is concerned, and you know, Walker moving on to Houston hasn't had the year that he would have liked so far, at least up to this point. But you said it. I mean, Naylor's come in and you know, He's provided some thump. He's played decent defense over there.
First career All-Star game last year with Cleveland. The D-backs are on a little heater with their first baseman. And it drives this to right, and that sticks fair this time. After the home run, his last at-bat, Naylor Cruz is into second base with a double. Well, the hit-by-pitch theater that we've seen today for Abrams for the Nats getting hit 3 times reminded us of this date in 1996. Albert Bell, Fernando Vina, look out. I love that Fernando Vina got up and he was taking a few steps like, maybe I'll do something. What do you say in that spot when you're outmatched? I don't know.
Please don't do that again. I mean, again, you know, and nothing happened there. That was just, he was trying to remove, Albert Bell was trying to remove the ball from Fernando Vina and put forth his best effort, and it didn't happen. But nobody thrown out. There was no brawl. There's no nothing. Little different game back then.
If that happens now, it's fisticuffs, right?
Well, that's not happening, right? You're not even getting to fisticuffs because nobody's going to do that. Not intentionally. Not nowadays.
A ground ball foul. Not even Rougned Odor if he was still playing.
Well, Rougned, he just got on top of one guy, right? I mean, and then, you know, it was a slide, Tim Anderson, and that right there, that was an actual play right there. Oh, no, that was Ramirez. I'm getting my guys mixed up. That was Ramirez and Tim Anderson.
Yeah, in Cleveland a few years ago. I was thinking after the year after.
What was the Odor? What was the?
Jose Bautista hit the home run in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And had the epic bat flip.
Right, I remember
and then
that.
he slid in Texas early that next year, and then Rougned Odor clocked him. Runs up and inside, 3-2 on Suarez.
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. That was a few years ago, though. That's not happening these days, right?
So if it hasn't happened this year, doesn't count.
Or within the last 7 or 8.
Fly ball to right. No play for Lyle. Naylor paused. He heads to third on a bloop single for Eugenio Suarez. And that'll be it for Soroka at 94 pitches. And a season high in pitches after his 91 last week. That got him through 6, through 5 1/3 tonight. And plenty of cushion for a win.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Michael, who've taken Ozempic.
As touring musicians, my type 2 diabetes could have slowed us down, but I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C and lost some weight, too. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death. And others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
The DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket. Get yours now only at DQ.
Don't let congestion take over. After No Trip. Wow. Ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief.
Wow.
The wow is real.
La playa
is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your favorite team gear and today's special offer. Michael Soroka, another day working into the 6th. Season high 94 pitches. And with plenty of run support, in line to get the win as Jackson Rutledge comes on. Big 6'8" right-hander, Jackson Rutledge. And a ground ball foul. Good night for the Washington bullpen last night. Rutledge tries to keep that going.
Yeah, Rutledge, a guy, sinker, slider, cutter guy, throws those all about 25–30% of the time. Mixing a four-seamer as well. Last through against the Mariners a couple days ago. Wasn't a great outing. An inning and a third. Gave up a couple of hits, 3 earned runs.
It's been hard for people to square him up. One of the best relievers in baseball at avoiding hard contact. And there's a hot shot down the line on the 97-mile-an-hour heater. Naylor in to score as Smith scorches one that hits up against the sidewall. Here comes the green light at third base. The relay throw is late. Pavin Smith drives in Naylor and Suarez, and it's 11-4.
Well, this is where things are going to start to get interesting. They got into that bullpen of the Nationals. And got a couple more ABs. We know that this Arizona team can swing the bat.
Here's Gabby Moreno. Takes strike one. Well, we mentioned the 13-11 Cubs game early in the season for the D-backs. They played a 14-12 game against the Rockies a few weeks ago. Can they add to the list tonight? We mentioned it with the Nationals. The back end of their game, trying to get it to Kyle Finnegan, their closer, has not been easy. And that ERA has ballooned in the 5th inning and beyond. 2 balls and a strike on Moreno. And Washington scored 10 in the 1st. They got another in the 2nd. Haven't scored since. While the Diamondbacks have scored 2 in the 4th on the 2-run home run from Naylor. And Naylor started this rally with a double, and 3 straight have reached. All that the D-backs are looking for in this inning for the team cycle is a home run. Double, single, triple, 3 batters in a row. That's another hot shot foul.
Well, and you also have this kind of attitude if you're with the Diamondbacks. You know, you're going to have to play 9 innings, so might as well try and make it competitive, get into that bullpen, see what happens, and as you kind of chip away, you may find yourself back in a ball game.
2-2. There's a bouncer up the middle. Abrams gets there and bounces one to first late. Moreno drives home the 5th run. Almost halfway to a comeback for the D-backs. They've scored 5 in a row.
Abrams does a nice job of getting to the ball. I thought he would spin, be able to get a little more on the throw. If he just turns instead of opening up, definitely he'll get more on the throw. See, right here, I just thought he'd spin. Instead, he tries to throw against his body, and Moreno hustling the entire time.
Now Ryan Addison, first base umpire, had the right call. Safe all the way. And Jim Hickey out to see his new pitcher, and Rutledge. He's come on and given up a 2-run triple. Now an RBI infield single. So Randall Grichuk doesn't get these opportunities a lot to be in the lineup against a righty. And Soroka that started the game. It's a righty that comes on for him. And Grichuk, who's been in the platoon facing lefties most of the year, has actually done really well against righties. And that's just off the edge with the slider. And the start of the night, Grichuk all year, 2 months into the season now, has 13 at-bats total against righties. And he turns and yanks that to deep left, hooking to the line. It's gone! The team cycle in the inning. And the D-backs are right back in it on Randall Grichuk's 2-run homer to make it a 4-run game.
All right, get back to your TV sets. Turn them on. We may have leverage. Grichuk just jumps on this fastball. He doesn't elevate it at all. And if that ball wasn't going over the wall, it was going to go through it.
So some life restored for the D-backs, who saw a disastrous first inning where they allowed 10 runs. First 11 batters reached against them. Starter Brandon Pfaadt was out of the game. They've scored 7 unanswered. And counts 1-1 on Alek Thomas.
Grichuk hit that ball 108 miles an hour. I said that thing, it didn't go over, it was going through. Now we got a 4-run ball game. They're playing with 11 outs against this Nationals bullpen.
That's at the top rail for strike 2. I really do hope we have that tape from the second inning.
I know you do. I know you do. Is there such a thing as tape anymore?
Archived footage, I guess would be, if you're going to get technical on me. You're trying to lawyer your way out of this?
I'm trying to get out of it somehow.
Well, Thomas did just stay alive. D-backs got Soroka out of there. And counts even. And 3 straight hits against the new pitcher Rutledge. Triple, single, homer. And that's 5 consecutive hits. And strike 3, the high fastball puts away Alek Thomas to end the string of 5 batters in a row that reached.
Just as runs his 4-seamer out of the zone, Thomas unable to stay off of it.
And here's Corbin Carroll back at the top of the lineup. And he goes after the first one, and it's foul. So if one batter reaches for the Diamondbacks, the tying run would be in the hole. Not quite high leverage
Does that
yet.
count leverage? Yeah, I mean, we're reaching now the tying run in the hole. I mean, like if we were playing Colorado, I'd go with you on that. But I'm not sure I can go with that one.
When the game starts 11-0, you're reaching for any type of leverage
that's a good
possible.
point. You're right.
Ball and 2 strikes on Carroll, trying to keep this big inning going. 5 runs to the plate. And then lays off the high heat that just put away Thomas.
If you're Arizona, though, and you get yourself back into this ball game, you got to win it. Because there's nothing worse than getting crushed in that first inning and then battling back and getting close and then still losing. You know, you can't go around and say, oh, yeah, well, you battled back. It was really good. It's not going to go over well still.
And a little nub shot foul. You think even with the struggles, the last week and a half or so scoring runs. No moral victory in this.
At this point right now, you're not looking for any, marginal, hey, that was a good job. Hey, way to go, guys. It's just bottom line results.
And Carroll battling. And he works the count full. Well, Marte, Perdomo, Naylor hoping to bat in this inning. And he spoils another one.
I'll tell you who looked like they were going to have a night off and probably needed it was Finnegan, right? The closer for the Nationals. He had thrown the last 2 evenings, and you just wonder if he's going to be available if they need him tonight.
9-pitch at bat last time. The 8th pitch in this one is sky to shallow center. Abrams crosses over, and the inning's over. Well, it turns out to be a good decision for Torey Lovella to play Randall Grichuk against the righties tonight. We got a game at the end of 6.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready for this moment. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Start designing. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks.
They've had stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before, so we invited some of them to a little taste test.
Oh, that is the Domino's stuffed crust that you've said you've had in the past.
Where's the pizza?
Domino's has never made a stuffed crust pizza before.
I'm at a loss for words. Until now, that is. Introducing Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. We didn't just stuff our crust with cheese. We use our delicious pan pizza dough and sprinkle garlic seasoning and Parmesan on top. It's Domino's first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try it for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji. Moisturized with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Can you get my bag?
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every moment better. With 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier. Fairlife.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask, but he's not going to. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Well, Randall Grichuk had rarely played against righties all year. Tonight he gets the call. And part of a 5-run inning, his big swing, a 2-run homer to make this a 4-run game. So some intrigue returns after an 11-0 start for Washington. 7 unanswered from the D-backs. And Ryan Nelson tries to hang another 0. Nathaniel Lowe to second base. Marte throws him out. And the first 11 batters of the game reached in the first inning. And Brandon Pfaadt was done after 8 of them. He had the first batter 0-2. Then the floodgates opened, DK.
Yeah, I mean, he had the first 2 batters 0-2, and as you mentioned, the floodgates open. They sent 16 hitters to the plate in that first inning. Multiple doubles, 3 hit by pitch. I mean, the crazy thing was, we had gone through 9 hitters, and you're still telling us there's nobody out. All that being said, though, you're going to have to credit the Diamondbacks bullpen, specifically this man right here, Ryan Nelson. He's gone 3 1/3 so far, only allowed 2 hits, but he hadn't given up a run. Brigham, who had come in for the second night in a row, he gave him 2 innings. No runs. Allowed these guys to get back in the ballgame.
Yeah, Nelson came on to start the 3rd inning. Remember, he has starting experience this year. He's been in the rotation his last 2 times through. And he grabs the edge. 13-10 when scoring 6+ runs. I would expect that to be a lot higher. But that speaks to some of the bullpen issues that the D-backs have had. And 6+ again tonight, but trailing by 4. And slapped foul.
Right. And well, I was going to say, the thing about it, too, is this is a team that when they built this ball club and coming into the season, one of the strengths was going to be that starting pitching staff. That looked to have depth. It looked to have quality.
Another one for Marte. A little more rangy this time. And back-to-back plays to retire Lowe and Garcia for Ketel Marte. Yeah, the D-backs had, Eduardo Rodriguez back. They signed Corbin Burns. Jordan Montgomery came back in really good shape in the spring training. The 2 back-end guys that we mentioned with Justin Martinez and A.J. Puck. Those guys got hurt. It's made for some wild games the first 2 months of the year. There's a strike. Results haven't been what the D-backs have wanted, but the entertainment value has been 10 out of 10.
I think Torrey's tired of the entertainment value, though, right? I mean, it's just.
So.
The thing that's going to make it so difficult, though, is that, the Diamondbacks, where we talk about they were 5 games out of the last wild card coming in tonight. And the thing about it, there's so many teams in the National League, though, that are competitive. And there's no way that they can go through a season like this with the staff like they've been, taxing the bullpen. It just, they're going to have to start to get production from these guys right here, because I don't really anticipate them going out and making significant moves.
It's downstairs 2-2. Of course, the D-backs have it, surrounding their discussions daily. They're in a division with some big spenders. Obviously, the Dodgers at the top, and Padres have been aggressive. Giants have won a ton of close games this year.
Well, there's no doubt there's some spending issues, right? They're not going to be able to compete with some of the ball clubs. But you go back to last night's ball game, and it was just a sloppy play in the first inning. Drop a ball, they don't record an out. That leads to 19 more pitches for Kelly. That doesn't allow him to go deeper into the game, and it's a domino effect. And it's not just as Torrey told us, it's a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. It's bad defense, it's bad base running, it's bad pitching, it's no hitting. It's been everybody.
Motivational tactics have been varied from Torey Lovello. That's a fly ball that Grichuk almost runs down. Made a late charge at it and fouled into the corner to keep Bell on the count at 2-2.
This is.
You wonder if it's 11-0 if Grichuk just lets that one go.
Right. Well, not now. Not after you hit a home run and you're invested.
And Nelson with a chance at another scoreless inning. And Bell lays off. Bell's been slow getting started in his season, but he's done a pretty good job laying off stuff like that. Second lowest chase rate on this team for the Nats. So Nelson might have to come in the zone. Well, he did get him to chase. Went down, then down again. Great work from Nelson.
It's brutal. So slow.
Good thing we brought Jersey Mike's. Is that Danny DeVito?
Don't worry about me. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's. And at Jersey Mike's, the subs matter most. freshly sliced right in front of you. That's what matters here. Almost forgot. I found your ball.
It's a rock.
Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
All right, Dad, you ready?
Like you know to check under the carpet first, before ripping it all out.
Hardwood in 3, 2, 1. It's okay. It's under the time of year.
Yeah, checking first is smart.
You can put it back. I'm out.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
The queen is here.
The royal jewels. Presenting Tyson lightly breaded boneless chicken bites. Always been Tyson.
I use PayPal to buy this ticket. I'm paying it off over time. No fees, no interest.
You know what else has no interest? Me.
You can pay your own way.
Excuse me, sir?
Yeah.
The captain needs you back in the cockpit.
Oh, yeah, sir.
What?
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La playa awaits.
Today, let's stain with Bear.
Today we're
This is so great. I've been telling him for months.
There's been a lot of rain.
With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
Oh.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot.
The third pitcher of the night for the Nats is Jose Ferrer, the first left-hander that comes on, and he sports that 5.5 ERA, trying to keep this a 4-run game that has gotten a little closer than the Nationals would like.
Yeah, he's going to come at you with hard stuff, basically sinkers, once in a while a change.
Oh. Yeah, right at him, EK, with that hard stuff. Ketel Marte, hello.
Not a good night if you're an ankle, right? I mean, C.J. Abrams getting worn out. Marte, looks like, did he get hit?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's going
so put him
down.
on.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. Did he get hit? Man, that smoked him.
So one pitch, one base runner. Geraldo Perdomo coming up. And Eugenio Suarez is hoping to get a chance to be the tying run. He's in the hole here. Washington scored the first 11 runs of this game. The Diamondbacks have scored 7 in a row. And our entire crew of baseball masterminds went scrambling to find the textbook definition of leverage in between innings.
Oof.
Oh, almost the same thing from Ferrer. Perdomo spinning around to bat right-handed for the first time tonight, showing a bunt, and 3 straight out of the zone from Ferrer. Technically, the tying run has to be on deck for it to be leverage, but the craziness of this game so far, this feels a little bit leveragey. And there's the first strike from Ferrer.
No, I'd have to agree. If you're, I mean, never have I really felt a team that is up by 4 runs didn't feel like that they were ahead. I mean, I'm almost waiting for Washington to kind of cough this thing up. I mean, they're just hanging on for dear life, and you know, they've got the 4-run lead.
There's strike 2. So far, it peaked very early for Washington. After an inning and a half, it was 11-0. And a ground ball. This will help their cause and give them a little bit more ease. A 6-4-3 double play. Abrams, Garcia, and Lowe, and 2 outs in the 7th.
Just when you think that Arizona has a little momentum, Washington snatches it right back. Huge double play right there.
The first two out of the zone to Perdomo, and then Ferrer out of nowhere finds it. And that would have created a real stressful at-bat against Josh Naylor. Instead, base is clear, and Ferrer will wiggle out of it. 3 tense pitches to begin it. It ends with him facing the minimum.
A little blue mischief is landing at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. We're blending up a new flavor, the Ohana Breeze Smoothie. Surf into Tropical Smoothie Cafe with your Ohana. Disney's Lilo and Stitch, now playing only in theaters. Rated PG.
Girls' night.
Remember that place we got burritos from last time?
No, but with Ring, I can find it. Food delivery?
Nice.
There it is.
Wow, this really makes you look smart.
Thanks.
With Ring, you can type it and find it.
Two thoroughbreds have dominated the headlines, but only one will get the last word.
And they're into the stretch, turning it on late. Head in head with a furlong left to go.
The Belmont Stakes, next Saturday, only on Fox.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
What'd you do?
Bruh, you need Felco. He's right, you know. Our high-quality American-made products and decades of experience are best for your home. Right now, get 50% off Felco windows, plus no interest for 1 year. Trust the experts. Trust Felco. 50% off windows and Saturday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Here is how we got here to the top of the 8th. 11 runs first 2 innings. That 10-run first was a franchise record for both the Nationals and when they were the Expos. And the team cycle in the 6th inning, including a Randall Grichuk home run to cap it, has this back to a 4-run game. Bunt has popped up foul for Robert Hassel. Start the day for Kendall Graveman out of the bullpen following Ryan Nelson's excellent work.
Yeah, this bullpen has been really good. Allowed Arizona to creep back into the ball game. Ball handed off to Graveman, who is expected to be a big part of this bullpen. See limited time so far this year.
Down the third base side, and room for Suarez to retire Robert Hassel. It's week 10 of the UFL, and the regular season finale is tomorrow on Fox. Playoff-bound Birmingham are pursuing their 4th consecutive spring title when the playoffs start next week. Close out the regular season against Memphis tomorrow at 3 Eastern on Fox. That was the UFL's first ever overtime game, the first time that they played earlier this season. First pitch swinging for Keibert Ruiz, and 2 away for Kendall Graveman into the ball game. So 4 shutout innings from Ryan Nelson. He retired the last 4 that he saw. It's now 6 in a row set down by Arizona pitching overall. Trying to get back to the bat rack, chasing 4 with 6 outs to play with. Jose Tena takes strike 1. Well, will we see the leverage arms tonight? Cole Henry, middle reliever, is up. Looks like he's ready to come in if need be. After Jose Ferrer got back on beam after a nervy first 3 pitches to the bottom of the 7th. Tena takes strike 2. curve. 50-footer from Graveman for ball 2.
Graveman expected to play a role this year, obviously with Puck and Martinez.
Well, playing a very good 8th inning role tonight, EK. Scoreless inning in the 8th.
You can really taste the hickory on this Arby's 6-hour smoked pulled pork.
You know, I always thought your best quality was your flavor palette.
Well, you know, people think I'm funny, too.
Nah, it's your palate.
Arby's, we have the meats.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
The salt on that Dos Equis could have ended up in a half-empty pantry. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself circling a crisp, refreshing dressed Dos Equis. Congratulations, Salt.
You love our legendary subs, so you'll love our legendary new Doritos Footlong Nachos. Doritos and Subway, 2 legends come together to...
Legends eating legends. Am I right?
Yes, thank you, Marshawn. Doritos Footlong Nachos. Just $5, only at Subway.
Hey, Sweaty. Sweetie, you good?
Someone stole my Old Spice antiperspirant. Now I'm smelling like perspirant.
I did. Force 24/7 sweat protection.
You did this to my pits.
This is what you can buy for $10 at KFC $10 Tuesdays. And this is what you can buy for $10 at a coffee shop.
This is coffee.
I know, it was expensive.
Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces of original recipe fried chicken or 8 tenders for just $10.
After his Indy 500 win, Alex Palou looks to continue his historic season.
Incredible.
As he sets his sights on the Detroit Grand Prix, Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
The road to 2026 starts now with the Gold Cup.
What a goal!
The U.S. takes on North America's best on Fox and FS1.
Well, the Nationals started 11-0. The last 7 runs from the D-backs as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Eric Karros, Connor Runyon. If you flipped away and came back, welcome back to nearly a brand new ball game. If you flipped away when it was 11-0. The new pitcher is former 2nd-round pick out of LSU. Homegrown guy, Cole Henry in this Nationals organization.
Like his 4-seamer and a curve, will mix in an occasional sinker. There it is.
Interesting when Suarez sees sinker ballers because it's almost impossible to get this guy to hit the ball on the ground. And he does hit the ball on the ground. To Abrams, sinker baller works this time. Henry retires Eugenio Suarez. So from the first 3 pitches of the 7th inning to being on the edge of disaster, Washington has calmed it down in a hurry. First pitch hit Ketel Marte in the 7th and kind of felt like, oh boy, here comes another D-backs rally. Pavin Smith takes down low. Right after that, Ferrer found the strike zone, rolled up a double play, and got Josh Naylor to retire the side. 3 batters in.
Yeah, real important for the Diamondbacks. Obviously, they're chasing runs here, but just to get a few guys on so you can turn this lineup over. Get back to the big part with Carroll, Marte, and Perdomo.
Down here in the 6th hole for Torey Lovello's lineup. Moreno, Grichuk, and Thomas coming behind Smith. And everything high right now for Henry on that fastball. If Carroll and Naylor, those 2 guys, can come back up. On strike 2. Then the D-backs will be comeback minded once again. And Naylor hit a 2-run home run when it was 11-0. Everything up in that at-bat for Henry on the fastball, and he ends up losing Smith for a 1-out walk. So there's Gabby Moreno, who is part of that team cycle in the 6th. And Josh Naylor started that rally with a double with 1 out in the inning. Triple by Pavin Smith, who just walked. Single by Moreno, who takes ball 1. Then the home run by Grichuk. And the home run hitter is standing on deck. Grichuk waiting next. Another one that runs inside, up in the zone again for Henry. After the walk, 2-0, and he needs a visit from Ruiz, or at least a little chatter out in front of the plate.
He should get a visit. You know, and that's something you got to break things up right now. If I'm Moreno up at the plate, I am taking this thing all day long. Yeah.
And yep. Well, that's usually true for Gabby Moreno. This part of the lineup is very patient for the Diamondbacks. The at-bat for Moreno usually doesn't begin until he has at least 1 strike. And he never saw a strike. Henry has walked back-to-back batters, and now the tying run is on the on-deck circle.
I can honestly say I never saw that coming. Not after that first inning, the way things are going, and I can't imagine that anybody in that Washington dugout saw this coming either.
Well, Jim Hickey has made several mound visits in what was once an 11-0 game. And a guy coming to the plate that just hit a home run, Randall Grichuk. What do you think this is, EK? Just a pound the zone type conversation?
He's probably out there saying, look, we had an 11-0 lead. If you cough this up, that's going to be the last. No. He's out there. He's just trying to break things up, you know, just saying, hey, look, you know, the last thing we want to do is give them free passes. I mean, the last 2 innings, a hit by pitch and 2 walks. That's how Arizona has garnered base runners. I think right there you're just telling him, look, I don't care, just throw it down the middle part of the plate. I mean, even if he hits it 10 miles, we're still ahead. But you got to challenge him.
Well, that's where all the misses have been. Can Henry bring it down to Grichuk, who has homered in both series this year against the Nationals? And that's down in the zone for a strike. So from way up to almost as perfect of a pitcher's pitch as you'll see. After he dotted one up, back in the zone, and Grichuk laces one to left. His big night continues. Pavin Smith rounds third. He's headed to the plate. He is out at the plate. Wood with a dart from left. And for now, that saves a run. We'll see if the D-backs take this to review. They will not.
I mean, I'm not even sure what that was. I don't know how you send him in that situation. Not sure if we've got any footage to see if he was sent by the third base coach. But it just got no business of that happening. But that goes along with the same lines of kind of what Torrey was talking about. Is it's been all facets. It's been fielding, it's been hitting, it's been defense, it's been base running, it's everything.
Man, because you're bringing the tying run to the plate if the stop sign is up.
Well, we take a look here from the all-night camera. You see Pavin gets oh, he's sending him the entire time. Yeah, it's error in judgment. But that can't happen. You've got to be standing up in that situation.
Sean Larkin, the third base coach.
He knows it, right?
Yep.
Good baseball man. And
Alec Thomas tries to get it back to the top with a chance still to bring the tying run to the plate. And Corbin Carroll, who is top 5 in baseball in home runs, and he has broken the Nats' hearts before. And a swing and a miss. Oh, big pitch from Henry, who shouts his way off the mound, keeping it a 4-run game.
Here they are, McCrispy strips, long, tender, juicy chicken made for dipping, or rather, double dipping. But why stop there? Keep going. New McCrispy strips now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the rocks, bartender created cocktails.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
At AT&T Business, we guarantee our best deals on any smartphone with your choice of our best plans. What we can't guarantee? Your employees having a similar work style. You hired them. Or your staff all having the same vibe. I like this style. And your design team being on the same page.
Bold choice.
For 2002. What AT&T does guarantee? Our best deals on any smartphone with your choice of our best plans for any employee. And we mean any.
You create the spaces where business booms. No excuses, just hard work. Steel, sweat, and concrete. That's where deals get made. Pros know how to build business.
Well, Shelby Miller has been handling some of the closer duties in the month of May for the Diamondbacks with Justin Martinez and A.J. Puck out. And EK, he tries to keep this a 4-run game so his offense can deal with 3 outs and a 4-run deficit.
Yeah, looking to continue to do what this Diamondbacks bullpen has done since the second inning, and that's throw up zeros.
Only 3 base runners for Washington against Arizona pitching since the second inning.
I mean, a combination of the Arizona pitching and also you throw out those 11 runs, you almost, I don't want to say you become disinterested, but kind of feels like that's what's happened with this Washington offense.
Nine runs with no outs in this game. That's how the night started. 10-run first inning, and that runs inside. Did it get him? Helmet came off. I think that got him. Yeah, Lyle will go up to first base. So there's the 4th base runner for the Nationals since the second inning.
I don't know that got him. It's, ooh, I don't know.
Didn't it graze him? D-backs are going to challenge it, so Lance Barksdale will communicate with replay.
I mean, that's about as close as you're going to get when you talk about an undressing. That's it right there.
I thought it got just a little piece of the jersey. Well, maybe it was just from him twisting around.
This is wow.
I don't know. You're dealing with shadows and stuff like that. I'm going with stands.
You're going to say stand, not enough to overturn it?
No. I know that's the cop out when we do these things, but
No, I think I agree with you on the not enough to overturn it.
Yeah, the call was he was hit by the pitch, so Dalen Lyle is standing on first base. The first batter that Shelby Miller is facing in this game. So it does stand. Lyle stays on first base. Hit batter is how Shelby Miller starts his night. Gotta love this crowd has stayed engaged throughout the entire night. It was a Bronx cheer when the first out was recorded. The runner takes off, and Lyle is out at second base. We might have back-to-back plays that are going right back to review. Well, Lyle adamant that he was in there. On a dart from Moreno, and yes, it will.
Yeah, I mean, the way Davey was adamant about a challenge and then kind of mouthed something right afterwards, just isn't even going to be close. Oh, yeah, he looks out there.
Ryan Wills got that right, the second base umpire. I could see from our high home angle, he did look very safe. Ryan Wills had the best look in the ballpark, second base ump. And Davey Martinez was pretty quick to challenge at the top step for the Nats. Perdomo is nodding like, yep, I got him. Crowd's cheering like they got him.
Davey's looking back at the bench saying, all right, who the heck was watching this and told me to challenge?
Yeah, tag their foot. I guess all right, there you go. Gabby Moreno says ball don't lie after the review stood on the hit by pitch. Next pitch is a caught stealing. And Abrams lashes one to left, but it curls right toward Grichuk for the second out. Well, be part of the action like never before. Cast your vote for the MLB Player of the Game. Voting opens after the 6th inning of every game at MLB.com/POTG. Terms and conditions apply. If you're voting after 11 batters of the game, the guy standing at the plate is probably your player of the game. James Wood started 2 for 2. He's 0 for 3 since. And I'd say that player of the game is still very much up for grabs. If the D-backs were to come back, strong argument for Ryan Nelson.
Yeah.
4 shutout innings out of the pen. Strike one to the very dangerous James Wood from Shelby Miller. In the bottom of the 9th, Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, Geraldo Perdomo, top of the lineup. Be due up for the D-backs. And there's strike 2. Shelby Miller has been a leverage pitcher most of the month, and he sends this to the bottom of the 9th, hoping there is true high leverage coming with Corbin Carroll due up first, chasing 4 for the D-backs.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years, putting the most advanced technology into people's hands. Generation after generation, tool after tool, again and again. bringing you the most reliable network of authorized sales and service dealers. Always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra.
Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or current eligible GMC owners get over $7,800 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
Oh, beats up! We're trapped by dishes!
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn Power Suds. It'll power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
Lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Ooh, clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn Power Suds, the better grease getter.
It started. It's the side hug. Tween milestones like this may start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then, too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for others, it can cause certain cancers later in life. Welcome!
Hi.
Now, as the dad cab, it's my cue to help protect them.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today.
Corbin Carroll, first pitch at the bottom of the 9th, is into the glove of Hassel for the first out. So Cole Henry has found it in a hurry with a little help from his outfield defense. The D-backs were ready to bring the tying run to the plate with the bases loaded last inning. On a base hit for Randall Grichuk, Pavin Smith was sent from second around third to home, and he was thrown out by James Wood. Will that be the closest the D-backs get? As Henry has found the zone again to Ketel Marte. It was 9-0 with no batters retired in this game. Inside. First time that had been done since the 1948 Phillies. So the laundry list of history for the Nats tonight joins the World War II era Philadelphia Phillies. That was a team led by Dutch Leonard, their best player that year. A high fly to center again. Hassel is on the case, and deep part of the park, he grabs out number 2. Well, no signs of leverage yet in this 9th.
No, not at all. This Nationals bullpen, they can close it out here, finish the game with 3 shutout innings. As you mentioned, it wasn't clean either. It got a little scary, and both situations, a double play, erased an outing, and then a runner thrown out at home plate.
Geraldo Perdomo, the last chance for the D-backs. On his bobblehead night, he tries to extend it. And in there for a strike. Brandon Pfaadt started the night for the D-backs, and then a long run of relievers after him. McGuff, Brigham, Nelson, Graveman, Miller. All have done the heavy work to keep the D-backs in the game. It's 2-1. The Nationals bullpen last night, Andrew Chafin, Brad Lord combined 3 scoreless innings. And after Soroka tonight, it's Henry trying to get it to the finish line. Jose Ferrer through the 7th. Worked around the leadoff hit batter. And Henry ended up working a scoreless 8th. And 1 pitch away now from putting it away as the count goes full. The Nationals trying to win their 4th game in a row. They've won 9 of their last 12. And the payoff is strike 3, and the ball game's over. Perdomo went after it, and the Nationals start fast and finish strong to win it 11-7 on a night where they set a franchise record with 10 runs in the first inning. They beat the D-backs 11-7.
Well, you hit it right on the head. They opened it up with offense and finished with 3 strong innings from the bullpen to keep these Diamondbacks at bay. But the Nationals have been swinging the bats well. Last 4 games, 9 runs or more, led by these young superstars and Wood and Abrams. They're going to look for the sweep tomorrow.
Well, they sure will. They win their 4th in a row. They've won 10 of their last 13. And the Nats 2 games under 500 after the win tonight. Franchise record 10 runs in the first. They win it 11-7 and take the series a day early. For Eric Karros, Connor Onion, we say goodnight. Thanks to Max Linewan and Brian Biederman producing a double dip today. 11-7 your final from the desert.